And whenever I go out, thank you for the headpad, Solarnia. Whenever I go out and I go to like coffee shop or whatever, everyone there I know is always going to be younger than me by default because everyone goes to university nearby. And therefore I'm like, oh wow, I am old now. I'm old now, Nya. I'm so old. My week peaked yesterday when the impregnator showed up. So true, Nya. Yes, I feel you. Yeah, I've made friends that are so much younger than me and I'm like, oh my god. Okay. So much younger is a little bit of a hyperbole. They're like a couple years younger, but it feels weird because I've always been the youngest in my friend groups, yeah? And so having friends that are not significantly, but like, you know, not by a couple of months younger than me is very weird to get used to, yeah. I mean, they're all super sweet people, like they're all really nice and I appreciate them, but it is like a really weird feeling to be like, oh, you are not my same age. You are not the same age as I am at all, yeah. How many minutes has it been? It's been 1 minute. I have 4 more minutes of Nya. This is evil. I should get a cat ear toggle. I can only be bunny Nya. All right. I hate this creature, so I don't know how to draw him yet. Nya. Can I put him in jail? Can I put him in jail? I want to put this guy in jail. I want to put him in jail, Nya. Yeah. I mean, a lot of my friends are considering going back to university for grad school or master programs or whatever, and I really it's more power to you guys. I appreciate that so much. I could never, yeah. It's been 4 years since I've been out of university, and the idea of going back to university seems hellish, yeah. I could not do it. And I have friends who are in tech too, who, despite being out of school, they continue to take like programs for certificates, and I once again couldn't. I cannot imagine studying at the wonderful age of 25 years old. You want me to study? I don't want to study. Oh my god, no, yeah. And plus, I only think I would only go back to school for art anyways, yeah. And there's like not a lot you can do for a master's program within the arts. I guess I could like specialize a little bit or whatever, but that's like, you know, who's gonna actually do that for real? Unless I wanted to get like a different degree in like, I don't know, like ceramics or something, yeah, then I could maybe see myself going back to school for that, but not like for a master's program, yeah. Think I would die yet in this economy, so true. It's so weird. I'm pivoting out of tech because the work from home is killing my lifestyle, yeah? Oh, that's honestly very fair. It's very, very fair. I think it's a tough way to live, I think, yeah. Because like I work from home, obviously not in tech space, but I work from home as a freelancer, and there are times where, and I have talked about it a little bit on stream, where I've considered being like, man, it would be kind of nice to work into an office and go into work all the time and have like a sectioned off time where I feel like I'm not bringing my work home with me, yeah. Especially because like as an artist, you really can bring your homework with you very easily. I feel like at least with tech, to an extent, you have a little bit more leeway, but obviously you probably still think about it a lot, and your life and your home is this, it's like your work and home is the same space, yeah. And so that can be very, very difficult, I think. So I very much understand. There have been times where I thought about going to like looking into getting like an office, not an office job, but an industry standard job where I go to like work for a game company or something, yeah. I've thought about it a little bit here and there. I don't know. It's always in the back burner of my brain, yeah, and I don't know. I don't know if I would ever actually fully commit to it as a concept, but you know, yeah. I've thought about it very, very often. Sometimes you have to know, and the thing is that I feel like I'm someone who very much strongly believes that if something's like not meant for you, it doesn't matter how old you are or how long you've been doing it, like you can always pivot if you need to. It's like important for your mental health and your general health to like think about what actually is best for you, yeah? So, you know, I have 1 more minute of yeah. 1 more minute. I can be free in so soon. So soon, yeah. Goodness. That's why you have an office space. That is true. That is true. I mean, I do have my loft, which has been really helpful for my mental health when it comes to separating my work and my life. So having an office has been really, really helpful because I've been able to... Office meaning like I have my loft that I do work in, and so like I don't go up to my computer unless I'm doing work, yeah? And so I feel much more like separated in my brain. Because before I used to work in my bedroom, and my computer used to be about a foot away, less than a foot away from my actual bed. So my bed and my computer were right next to each other, and it was really rough for me, yeah. Also, it's been 5 minutes, I'm free. I have a separate office, but also it's great, but I never leave the house. Oh, I understand. Exactly, it's convenient for sure, but it sucks in terms of work-life separation. Also, it's so tough on developing relationships with coworkers if you only see them 30 minutes each team meeting increments. Yeah, very true. Very, very true. Yeah. I only meet people as a freelancer because I go outside to do my work. Like, so I live in a very walkable area, and so I go outside to go work at a cafe pretty often, but like, you know, once a week, maybe a couple more times than once a week. And coupled with the fact that I live near university, I do see a lot of university students who are also studying, and so that's why a lot of my friends that I've made on my own now have been university students, because I'm there every week, they're there every week, and we become friends because I see them so regularly. But like, if I it's only because of the subject of my work. Like, I work on an iPad, right? So I can easily take that with me anywhere. And also circumstantially, like the area that I'm in, right? It's like, if I didn't live somewhere that was walkable, if I didn't live somewhere that people like often like go to, I would not make a lot of friends. I would not be able to have any relationships outside of my, like, you know, the ones that I have online. And that's like, online friendships are great and fun, and I love them. But there are like, it's important to see real people in like physical life, you know, once in a while. It's important to have that. So I very much understand. I very, very much understand. Well, I do hope that the pivot into whatever you're going into is better for you and healthier for you, and you can, you know, get some more freedom and meet more people and, you know, have a better balance for yourself. Thank you, of course. I'm excited. Yeah, that's how you should be, I think. Hopefully, if, like, you know, changing your path, I think that should be, like, an exciting thing for you. I feel like sometimes people change their like, career or life path because they feel like they have to for whatever reason. And I think that's not, like, you know, that's not very fun. Like, I think you should be, like, doing it because you want to. Real people are scary, though, especially with what brain rot is happening. That's true. It's a gamble. It is a gamble. When you meet new people, it's quite a gamble to see what they're all about, and I understand that. Like, making friends with people who are, like, younger than me is also a little bit more. Actually, no, to be fair, it's kind of everyone, because you never know their stance on AI, you never know their stance on the world, and politics, and on, like, that stuff, and it's like, I like to pride myself on being pretty good at a judge of character, but, you know, sometimes anything can happen if you just, like, you know, don't register it or something, so... Yeah, I fully understand. People are kind of scary. Scary, scary people. Hold on. Well, there's an ad playing. I'm gonna do something really quickly. Actually, I know. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I wanna... Hold on. Where are my filters? This thingy... That? Yeah. Okay, that sounds better. Sorry. Oh, not like that. There? There. Sure. Sure. I don't know. I'm trying to figure out how to fix my audio stuff, and that's kind of difficult. Okay. That should be a bit clearer now, hopefully. Sometimes whenever I push my audio filters weirdly, they make the audio sound very, like, weird, so... Just cleaning Twitch notes and saw that you were live, so I wanted to stop by. Unfortunately, I have to lurk, but thank you for the fun yap. Have a great stream, and can't wait to see the progress. Oh, thank you! Have a good one. Enjoy your lurk, Safi. Enjoy your lurk. Have a good one. No worries. I hope I'm saying that name correctly. I'm very bad with reading... we talked about last stream. I'm bad with reading names and pronouncing them outside of that way. Brain is bad with that. Okay. I need to make his mouth sad. He looks kind of weird this way. Hold on. He looks... I want to make him look sad, but I'm making him look kind of weird. He looks tired. He doesn't look sad. He looks tired, which is not the expression I'm looking for. Maybe if I make his pupils different. Or actually, you know what? Maybe if I just, like, raise his eyes up. So we just make him, like, full. I love torturing Pokemon like this. Because in a drawing world, it doesn't matter. They're not real. And I have no affection for the drawings that I make. If I were to, like, catch this guy, there is a chance I could maybe grow affection towards him. But when I draw them myself, I have no affection towards them, really. I mean, sometimes I do, but, you know. It's a good chance that I don't. Sorry, Frigibax. I think you're ugly and stupid looking, so I'm sorry. I know someone out there loves you dearly, and that someone is not me. Hello, my love. Hi, hi. I hate this guy. You know that? Why is he so ugly? What's wrong with him? I'm making him sad because I don't like him. Why have you made him sad? Because I don't like him. I don't like him. He must be sad because I don't like him. I was gonna put him in jail, so... He just looks stupid. He looks like a Tic Tac. I don't like him. He's like a football shaped. I don't think he's cute. He does not deserve my affection. I have no affection for this creature. I'm putting him in jail. Not even ugly cute? I think in the right art style, he can probably be ugly cute. In the way that he's currently presented towards me as this creature, no. Not even ugly cute. I do think that like there is a world where someone gave me like lineless art of him and he looks kind of like silly. I could probably like him and be like, oh, he's kind of cute. But in the way that he's currently presented to me in his current form and his current, you know, manner, ugly. Ugly little thing. Football. Punt him across the stage. See him go punk. And go like, oh, look at him. Only use he has for me is a punching bag. Oh, that's kind of mean. Okay, I take that back. That's a little mean. That's reserved for like, what's his name? Pat Rat. That comment's reserved for Pat Rat. He's not that bad. On a scale of like Pat Rat to like, I guess Diggersby, because I don't think Diggersby's ugly. I just hate him. He's probably like if this is Pat Rat, and like this is like Diggersby. That's how you spell his name, sure. He's like probably here. Like he's here. And then I don't know who this one be. Like someone that I find like is mediocre. Like this is like a mediocre Pokemon. He's like probably here. He's like, he goes there. He's like, okay, sure, that's fine. I mean, like I don't like him. I think he's ugly, but he's not as bad as Pat Rat. I hate Pat Rat. I think that creature deserves to die, truly speaking. No offense. I mean, full offense, I guess, to Pat Rat. I don't really care for his feelings. There's like 17 million of them, that's fine. Damn. I'm just saying, I mean, you know. It is the way it is sometimes. Okay. But this is why I like this little challenge of this, so that I'm forced to draw these guys that I do not care for. Makes me, maybe I'll like gain some affection for him as I draw him right now. You never know. Maybe I can turn my pins on him if the longer I stare at him, maybe my thoughts can change. Although I'm a very well-opinionated person. I have a hard time. No, actually, I do think I can switch my thoughts pretty quickly if I am presented with enough information that I am like, oh, okay, fair enough. Then I'm pretty good at being like, okay, nope, that's a good opinion to have. But overall, I'm pretty like, is it headfast? What is the word? Steadfast? I'm pretty not stubborn either. I stick to what I normally think in, like believe in or think of. So like opinions for like creatures or things, and like, yeah, that's like a very, very strong opinion I have almost immediately, and I will keep that opinion for a while until it's like something changes it one way or the other. Like trying to think, what's a good example in terms of like switching my opinions on something? I don't know. Like some animals, I guess. Like they're I used to not be big fans of like bats as a kid, and then I think I saw like my sister like either showed me a video or whatever, and I changed my opinions very quick, and I'm like, oh, they're kind of cute, and so I am pretty quick to be like, oh, okay, cool. If I'm presented with a good enough information about creature. I used to not like seals too, actually. As a kid, I went to, I think it's San Francisco, where they have a bunch of seals there. And they're very loud and they're very big. Especially as a child, they are huge. So I used to find them very scary. I was not big fans of them as a kid. And now I love seals, and they were super cute. I think they're silly little guys, and I adore them. So, you know, sometimes things change with time too. I am one of someone who likes to, I don't mind changing my opinion about stuff. I'm not someone who feels like I have to, as long as like I don't mind arguing with people or discussing stuff with people, like a discussion that is like about like a differing opinions or whatever. I enjoy them. I think they're fun. A debate, I guess, if you will. I'm not someone who personally feels like I have to be right ever. I don't think I don't like subscribe to the notion that you have to be right. Like, I'm not someone who feels like I need to be correct all the time. I'm very open to be like, yeah, no, I'm wrong. So I enjoy being able to be told information that is new to me that I don't know about. Also, thank you for the save. I will save, Zeus. Thank you. Also, hi. How you doing? Yeah, we'll see. But yeah, I like to be told if I'm wrong about something. I think it's I don't know. I like learning stuff, and especially if I'm incorrect about some information or whatever, then I'm happy to learn. I don't, however, like when people are the type to not want to listen to your thoughts. So like if someone's presenting me information and they're telling me all these facts and stuff, and then like they don't give me the time to tell them anything, that kind of bugs me a little bit, because I'm like, you can't be one-sided, you know what I mean? No, you must be infallible and unchanging and never wrong like the ancient three-headed sphinxes of lore. This is a bit ignore me. No, you're so right. Sorry, I can never be wrong. Never, ever, ever. I'm always right. I don't know. I don't think I'm someone who like really has the need to be correct about stuff a lot. If I feel like, the thing is, like, I'm only like stubborn on facts if I know that I'm right about something, in terms of like if they're like actual facts backing me up. If there's information that I have access to that I know about, and I'm like, this is like genuinely a fact that you're like, you know, that I'm trying to you're trying to dispute, then that's a bit frustrating, where I'm like, if you don't want to listen to like a correct factual like evidence, then it feels more of like a not like a proper way to discuss something. And that kind of annoys me a little bit, where I'm like, okay, well, you can't like you can't discuss, what's it called? What's the word? Productively? Whatever. You can't get somewhere if you're not willing to listen to other people's thoughts, you know what I mean? Especially if they like give you actual facts. Oh, hello, Kisa, how's it going? Welcome. Also enjoy your look, Fluffy. You must only ever have the hottest take but correct ones. Yeah, exactly. I am free to have whatever thoughts that I need to have, but, you know, as long as I know what they are, as long as they have facts behind them. Nothing much? Nice. Nice. Sometimes we hanging out, and we just vibing. Also, is there a way to pick up a Pokemon? No, but I feel like I should at this point. I feel like a lot of people ask about having a Pokemon to be requested. It's because, I'm trying to do it by randomized numbers, because otherwise I would just pick Pokemon that I like. And I would never draw this ugly creature if I were not being forced, if my hand was not being forced. Randomized is perfect? Yeah. I would not draw him if I was not forced to. That is awesome. Thank you, thank you. It's just because I want to learn how to draw all of them, and I want to get better at drawing creatures in general, so it's a 2-for-1. Yeah, and we can't have that? Yeah. Otherwise, I would just draw like 1 million Palmies. Also, welcome in, Frostbite. Hello. I want this Evo to be good. I cry. Spinosaur line, and he's Dookie. Oh, I don't know what is he? I forgot he evolves into. Hold on, let me see what he is. Frigibax. Evolution. I forget. Oh, he's like a silly creature. He's interesting, huh? He looks kind of... It's okay. Sure. Sure, why not, I guess. Don't love him, but... I like that better than what he looks like right now. I like that one more than this one. If I had to pin them against each other, I like that one more than him. Vax is more Godzilla-esque Pokemon? Yeah, he looks more... He definitely does look a little bit more... Like, he's better, in my opinion, for sure. Creature. Yeah, I don't know. Weird little guy. Oh, speaking of, I guess dinosaurs and Godzilla, but whatever. There's a new documentary that's coming out that I'm curious about that's existing. Especially since his signature movie is just Godzilla Dropkick. Oh, really? Oh, that's so silly. Have fun. I guess he's like supposed to be like an vaguely egg-shaped creature or something. I don't know what this guy's supposed to be like, but other guy looks better for sure. They have a lot of like Godzilla and dinosaur inspired Pokemon, huh? There's like a handful of them out there. I mean, that's fun. I like that. I'm not opposed to many of dinosaur-esque Pokemon inspirations. Is that how legs would go? Is that how legs would go? I don't actually know. How would legs go? Sure, why not? That foot looks like too much like a foot, and I kind of hate that, but I have drawn it, and it has to work, so... Sorry, I've drawn a foot for real. Making Pokemon sad is kind of fun, I'm not gonna lie. You should just draw a bunch of sad Pokemon one day. Emotional turmoil onto Pokemon. I do feel a little bit bad. Like, after lining him, I do feel, like, slightly bad about it. There's a bit of my heartstrings that are being pulled while I draw him sad. A little bit of my emotional side is being, appealed to. My tea is cold already. It's only been, like, what, 30 minutes? Why are you already cold? No. So unfortunate. I even made with the kettle too, so it should stay hot pretty long, but who knows. Oh, I forgot his little thing. His little thingy thing. Whatever it's called, like these little, like, wing thingies? I don't know what they are, but they're there. I keep on thinking about that one thing I saw about, like, how when designing Pokemon, they always give them, like, one weird attribute so they're more memorable. And I'm assuming that's his weird attribute, because, like, I don't... what is it supposed to mimic? What is it supposed to be? Not really sure. I do think it'd be fun to see the process of someone, like, designing a Pokemon, like, an actual, like, Pokemon artist. Would be fun to see, like, the iterations that it goes through. Because I'm sure it takes them a while to get, like, the right design for something. And it'd be fun to see that process. I'm sure there's, like, something you can probably find online about it, but maybe. Would be fun. I wonder if they come up with the, evolution already from the beginning, or it happens as they design. Some parts of me feels like it might be easier to design a final evolution of a Pokemon and then figure out its pre-evolution. I'm not sure why. Just some part of me says that that'd be easier. Because, like, you can always simplify it, but having to add things onto something feels a bit more difficult in my brain. But I don't know. Maybe it's easier to come up with a baby Pokemon and then go from there. I'm sure they have, like, vague ideas of what their general aesthetic is supposed to be. But sometimes I feel like Pokemon look vastly different from their evolved forms. Which, I mean, obviously, you know, it has to at least to an extent, but... sometimes they're very different. I do say his color scheme is nice. I do like these colors a lot. These are, like, some nice colors. Very, very good. Because, like, the bright yellow is a great, like, contrast color for him. So, I'm a fan of the way that this looks in color-wise. I think my biggest issue is that he just looks stupid. Like, he looks like an idiot. Like, if I were to be a bully in school, which I never was, because that, you know, that would never happen. I was too much of a baby. But if I ever were a bully, he'd be, like, the first target I would go to. Like, I'd see him in the hallways and I would just kick him. Which... I guess it's, like, not inherently his fault. He is just like that, and that's... wow. I mean, like... would you not also? If you had to be a bully, and you had to bully somebody... you know... I'm sorry, I just have no affection for him, so that's just how I see him. No? Oh. Okay, fair enough. Alright. I would just bully a bully? I mean, I guess so. That's fair. Okay, maybe. My bad, guys. Sorry. I guess I'm evil. I feel like he's like one of those kids who, in my brain, there was this one kid that I knew in high school, that he was very unpopular, very, very unpopular, because he was kind of a jerk. Like, he was like not a nice guy. He sucked. And he would just be mean to everyone, despite being very unliked and also very short. This guy was shorter than me. Like, he was significantly shorter. And so he was just, like, mean to everybody and had, like, really bad opinions about a lot of stuff in the world. And he was kind of a jerk. So this guy vaguely reminds me of him. And so I think maybe that's also where part of my lack of affection comes from for him. I'm like, you look like that guy. I don't know, you know? Maybe I have incorrect thoughts and opinions about Pokemon sometimes, but... what can you do? And that's straight up a mean. Yeah, it is something. I just think that, listen, some Pokemon I bully. Only sometimes. To be fair, I'm also the same with like Animal Crossing. I can't lie. Because you were mentioning Animal Crossing earlier. I am the same with Animal Crossing. I also bully ones that I don't like on my island. I only want the guys that I like on my island. It's the same way that I only play like guy characters in games if I can customize them. If I'm gonna look at something for several hours of a time, I have to like what I look at, you know? And so if I see a guy on my island that I don't like, he's gotta go. He's gotta leave. Although I never took it to the point where I would hit, like, I never, like, committed violence towards Animal Crossing creatures. Because that's messed up. I would not commit violence towards, them in the game. However, I just wouldn't speak to them. Which, I'm not sure if neglect is any better than being mean, but I don't know, maybe it is. I don't know. I don't know. I feel like if someone's mean to you, because like if someone's mean to you, at least you know why they don't like you. If you just get ignored, you have no reason, like you have nothing to really go off of, which I guess is kind of worse. But I'd rather be ignored than get hit by a net. So yeah. I think there's levels. I'm only mean to villagers they are made my other villagers upset. That is fair. That's very valiant. That's very noble. Noble, is that the word I'm looking for? Very noble. I never really paid attention to my villagers when I played the game. When I played Animal Crossing, I was mostly focused on trying to make my island look good and do all my quests. So I had a very hard time like actually like interacting with my villagers very much. I'm mostly focused on wanting to make it look pretty, which it never really did. Animal Crossing's hard. Animal Crossing's very hard in my opinion. It's tough to make them look good. Especially if like you're overly ambitious and you want them to look a certain way and then like you kind of get in too deep. I love to bite off more than I can chew a lot in life. And so unfortunately it does transfer to me playing a lot of games. There are many a times I bite off more than I can chew with like my ambition when it comes to like designs for like you know, like the island or whatever. And then I get really sad because I'm like I can't do this. And then I kind of give up. So it is unfortunate. That is basically why I haven't touched Animal Crossing in forever, is because I was like, I don't want to look at my island anymore because I made a mess of it and I don't want to think about it anymore. And so I did abandon it a little bit. But I know that there was like a DLC that came out, or an update that came out for the game, like this year, I think. So I'm not like opposed to checking it out again. And maybe starting fresh and having new opinions on it and not hating everything. And maybe being a bit more reserved. Oh yeah, the hotel update? Yeah. I would not mind going back and seeing how I fare now with like a little bit more brain cells to be aware to not bite off more than I can chew. But I don't know, maybe. Maybe. Oh man. I'm sorry, guy. Your feet are really there, though. I kind of hate how front and center I've drawn your feet. Because it's not really intentional. I don't want to look at them. I don't put your toes away. What did I want to do? What was it? Oh, it's, I have to line his little, like, ice cube thingy. There you go. I'll make it darker, actually. There he is. Idiot creature that I've put into, not jail, but I feel bad if I put him in jail, so he's just gonna be sitting here instead. He's not gonna be in jail. I'll remove him from jail. He gets, to have freedom. Bonk. You go right here. Right there. Okay. Who's next? Let's see. Where's my random number generator thingy? So thank you, Uzi. Sorry, I didn't see my hold on, let me fix it. Cause my YouTube chat was weird when I was trying it the other day, and it did not refresh for itself, so now I'm gonna see if I can re-add it in again. And hopefully it'll be normal. Because last time it just did not show up. No, it's doing it again still. Dang. That's frustrating. Okay. I'm gonna put YouTube chat right here. Oh god, I closed everything. Uh-oh. Can I open everything back up, please? There we go, and there? Nope. Okay, yeah. Where is number generator? Okay, cool. 348. What a number. What is that one? Yeah, I'm gonna have YouTube chat like over here so that I can see it, hopefully, to an extent. Whenever I can. I'll put you right there. Okay. 348. Oh! Oh, okay. Oh. This is gonna be a little complicated. Alrighty. This is like my first, like, complicated-ish Pokemon, actually. Because the other ones are relatively rounded and simple shapes. This guy's not a simple shape at all, whatsoever. Okay. Let's see how that goes then for myself. Get some tea. Yum, yum, yum. I don't like this tea very much. It's supposed to be like hibiscus and rosehip. I don't like it. I like hibiscus. There used to be this one tea by Tivana or whatever. That was like rosehip and like was it rosehip? It was hibiscus, I know for sure, but it was like something very similar to this flavor. And I don't like this tea. It's not as good as I feel like I would like it to be, but that's such is life, I guess. Okay. What do I do with you? You are a guy that I could definitely use a symmetry tool for. Okay. This is a weird one to have to draw. Why is eyes like that? I don't like that. They look like they should be his ears. You're strange. How do your eyes work like that? What is like your bones? What is your anatomy if you were real? Like what would your anatomy be like? Because that doesn't seem like it would make any sense. Then again, I guess there are some weird anatomy creatures that exist in the world, so maybe I'm being a little bit too close-minded in the way of anatomy. I don't know. He looks strange, though. To me. Okay. Is Spotify too quiet? I feel like it's quiet on my end, but I also don't know, because Giraffes exist? Yeah, but their eyes aren't on top of their head like that. They're, like, on the side of their heads. That's what a giraffe looks like, right? Wee. Hi, Kiora. Is that what a giraffe looks like? That's like what a giraffe looks like, right? I think. That's like their ear. Quick ladybug from memory. Ladybug. Is that it? Is that it? Did I do it? Is that it? I don't know. Yeah? Heck yeah. With their long necks? Yeah, the neck is... I have no issue with the neck. The neck is fine. That's fine. What I don't understand and quite can fathom is how is his eyes like that? Close enough, giraffe? Yeah, close enough. It's a giraffe. Like, you know. Almost giraffe, yeah. Because these are his his eyeballs, are they not? That's his eyes, right? These are his eyes. They have to be. That's how they're presented to me, at least in that form. They are presented as if those are his eyes. A little alien mixed in there. Yeah. Think its eyes are like bug eyes? No, they're false eyes and the red things are his eyes? You're lying to me. I don't believe you. You're lying. Yes, yeah. I don't believe like 60% of what you say to me, Kiora. I simply do not. What? You lie to me so often, I have to assume when I speak to you, it's under the basis of you not telling me the truth. I have to assume you are simply not telling me the truth. I am too gullible. So I have to basically just be like, okay, that means you're immediately lying to me. I need to say cap if I'm lying. Sometimes you take it for longer. Sometimes you take it for longer. There are many times where you just keep saying things and you do not, in fact, not immediately say that you're lying to me. I'm gonna make him shy. I'm gonna make him like a little polite guy. This has never happened? Gaslighting gatekeep? Damn Sky. No, listen. I believe all of my friends, okay? I don't think my friends would lie to me, right? And so when they do consistently lie to me, in order to protect my appearance as someone who is, like, smart, I have to assume you're lying. Because then I'll just keep falling for what you say to me. And then I'm stupid. So I have to, like, protect some semblance of intelligence that I may appear to have, even though I know it's not a lot. I have to protect a little bit of it. I have to. I have to. I've never lied to you ever, Sky. So true. It's not that you're not smart, Sky. Wanna play Minecraft with me and shared inventory and health? Yeah, sure. You're just very gullible. I am. Because I trust my friends. Is that wrong? Is that so bad? Let's do the Ender Dragon. Yay! Is that so bad that I trust my friends? Is that incorrect? Why is everyone else lying, huh? Why do we all lie? You know what, though? I felt so vindicated? Or supported? I was watching a clip that I saw on Twitter, and it was someone else talking about how much they don't like Among Us because they don't like lying to their friends, and they don't like having to be lied to from their friends. And I feel that tremendously. I don't like lying to my friends. It stresses me out. I hate lying. I hate lying so much. It makes me so stressed out. I feel like I have no joy in those games, because I don't like it. I don't like lying. I get so scared and stressed out. Because it's funny, sometimes lying is for the bit. I love Among Us, but they always vote me out immediately. I don't know why. I wonder why. I wonder why. I just trust people that I care about. It's how, like, when I'm around new people, it's very hard for me to be, like, I'm very, guarded around new people. In terms of, like, my physical stature, I tend to be very hard to startle around new people. Around my friends that I'm very much used to, all of that goes, like, fully unguarded, so I'm very, very easy to startle. Like, if you are my friend, I'm hanging out with you, and you make a movement towards me and I don't see it all, like, I'm not paying attention, I'm very easy to be startled. Have you considered my... So true, babe. You know... I'm not the scheming cat. I can't scheme. I can't lie. It stresses me out. I can't. I can only... The only time I can lie is when I'm, like, lying to hide something in terms of, like, a surprise. Surprises are easy for me to hide because, like, I know it's for a good thing. I can lie for a good thing. Like, if I'm lying to, like, hide a surprise or a gift or, like a, you know, whatever, I can lie to hide a good thing. Because then I'm like, yippee, it's a good thing. But I'm lying to hide a bad thing, I can't do it. Because I'm like, no. I don't want to be evil. Look, I don't lie, I just misinform. So true. Me after spreading misinformation on the internet. I can't. I like Susie for the evil aspect. So true. So true. I don't know. I just, I don't know what it is. I used to lie a lot as a kid, but I used to do a lot of, like, white lies. Like, I would lie to my parents about certain things. And I mean, to be fair, I'd lie to my parents about, like, oh, where I'm going, where I'm not going, like, whatever. My friends thought that one of my best friends in middle school was a girl the entire time because I told them that, oh, yeah, I'm gonna go to the mall with this one friend of mine because I could not have guy friends as a kid. Like, I could not have any guy friends at all. Like, none of my friends were men. I could not talk to any guys. Like, as a younger kid, my parents would throw a fit if they knew that I was friends with a guy. So I did have a couple of friends that were guys, and so to avoid my mom getting mad at me, I would be like, yeah, I'm going to hang out with this. Like, every guy had a girl name to my mom. So, like, all of my friends had, girl names, like, code names to my parents. Because I was like, nope. The worst thing is, though, that my parents work in the mall. And whenever I would, like, there's one time that I very much vividly remember, I cut class in high school, and I went to the mall with a guy friend of mine. And I was so scared the entire time that my parents were going to see me. Because that would have been, I would have gotten an earful. I would have gotten an awful, awful earful. At least you're honest about it? Yes, I am. Oh, you mean Kiora? Yeah, that's true. You did that? I did that. I did. You see they're doing a Sanrio Overwatch collab? I did! Lucio looks so silly! Oh, I love that he has a good skin for one. Okay, I'm sorry. He has good skins. He just has a lot of frog-themed skins, which I like frogs. I just wish they had a bit more variety sometimes with his skins. So I actually really like his new skin. It's very, very fun and very cute. The other ones are very typical. They're cute still. I don't think I have a huge affection for any of them really that much. I do think that... Oh, God, hold on. Sorry. I want to see... I forget who's in the collab specifically. It's Sanrio Overwatch collab. I do not want to play Overwatch, however. Yeah, no, that's fair. I don't want to play Overwatch either. Don't worry. I've been seeing you and Tony like some of the art I repost. Oh. Hold on. Who's everyone? Diva is My Melody? Oh, because Bunny. That makes sense. Fair enough. That fits. Mercy's Pom Pom Purin. Who is Cinnamoroll? I don't know who that is. Sorry, all the girls look the same. I'm so sorry. I mean, I'm not sorry to Overwatch. I'm sorry to say that I don't know who they all are. Because when you take away their, like, main features, they look all the same. Kiriko? Oh, okay. And then who is Hello Kitty? Is that Juno? Oh, it's Juno. Okay, it's Juno. Those are cute. Okay. Yeah, all of them are pretty okay. I think the most inspired one, the one that I like the most, is Kiora. Stop it! So true. The one that I like the most is obviously Lucio's skin, because I think they did the most with his skin in terms of, like, it being fun. I guess I like Mercy's skin next. And then it's Diva, then it's Cinnamoroll, then it's Hello Kitty, and then it's Kuromi. Kuromi, it's okay. Sky, hello, Kale. Hello. I don't play Fortnite. They have, what's his name in Fortnite? They added, what's his name? Genu, thank you. Genu. I totally blanked on his name. Genu. They added Genu to Overwatch too. They added Genu to Overwatch. Sorry, they added him to Fortnite. Blizzard's gotta make money, somehow, so only the girls get skins. And Lucio. Yeah, the girls! And Lucio. So true. So true. The girls and Lucio. I think of that meme where it's like, oh, you know when you say, like, the girls and the gays, can you also say and Lucio when you talk about them? So can you say the girls, the gays, and Lucio? That's what I think about. Oh, man. I need $1 billion right now. Exactly, yeah. I might drop money for Blade and Kafka. Fair. Those need to hire Jeff back to Overwatch Team ASAP. I also need $1 billion right now. So true. We all need $1 billion. So true. I play Fortnite. Oh, goodness. No, because they all do the same. It's actually tragic. They do. They do all look the same. I'm so sorry. I wish they didn't. I really wish they didn't. It's so frustrating. I wish they looked different. Sky had a bad streak also. At least you're honest too, Sky. I am honest. I thought I was being praised for a second. I wasn't initially. Yeah, I was straight-laced in the way that I never broke, like, laws? And I didn't do anything out of age. But I did not listen to people a lot. I never got attention in terms of, like, authority figure-wise, but I used to get into a lot of, like, arguments with teachers and my parents, so... Have you actually drawn my son... Lily... What? Who? Sorry, what? What is that? Who is that? No, I have not drawn him. Pokemon. Pokemon. I have not drawn him. I've drawn Gumi, though. I drew Gumi. There's Gumi. He's sleeping. I love Gumi. He's sleeping. Yeah. Man. Gumi's also my son. Yeah, Gumi's great. I love Gumi. What was I gonna say? To be fair, I can't, like... It's hard to praise Overwatch and... I'm sorry, it's hard to praise Marvel Rivals in connection to Overwatch because Marvel has their own slew of bad decisions when it comes to character designs. However, I do think that they do a better job of designing their female characters to look different. All of them are different. They are very... I mean, aside from the obvious reasons, their face models look different, which I like. So I do kind of... I have a little bit of a, like a... In terms of if I'm trying to think about them in reference to each other, you know. The game is not perfect, but... Well, you see... Yeah? Yeah, I see what? What? Every Marvel man has... They do! They do! Actually, no, not all of them. Deadpool does. But, you know. Anyway, Sai, yeah? Is something going on over there, Kazuo? Something going on? Make him shy. Overwatch? Oh, so true. So true. Overwatch does also make me mad. There are parts of my life, there are parts of my brain that romanticize how much fun that I had on Overwatch. And then I remember the nights where me and my friend played for hours and both of us got tilted. So, sometimes I think about it and I'm like, aw, and I'm like, oh, you know? Name one Marvel rival, name one Marvel Rivals man who doesn't have hella... I can't say that word, even though I know I can, but I can't. Groot? Groot doesn't. Yeah, he doesn't. He doesn't. I mean, also, didn't they, like, nerf Hawkeye's, backside in one of them? I was kind of, sad about that, I think. Venom? Yeah, Venom does. He does. I almost re-laughed after seeing Domnia? I'm sorry, whomst? Is that Domnia? Domina? Oh, the Vishkar lady. She's pretty. She's pretty. I like her. They could have done more with her face, surely, but she's cute. She's pretty. Yeah. I did not know that, what's his name? I sent him to Yoki. Who is his name? What's his name again? Where is he? Who is this guy? Mizuki. I didn't know Mizuki had a face. When I saw his promo, I thought he was a cyborg, and I was like, oh, okay, like an Omnic. I was like, okay, whatever. He has piercings. He has piercings. He has piercings. Oh yeah, Sky, how are you doing right now? I'm good. I'm doing well. I am stalling drawing this guy. But I, kids, so true. He and Wu Yang Empreg, yeah. Empreg. That's good. Yeah, I'm doing well. How's your day been? Kale? Have been doing a good one? Having a good day so far? Having a good Friday? Yeah. Mizuki is cute. I like him. He looks good. I see a lot of fan art of him. And I'm assuming that's from you. Kazuo, I'm assuming a lot of that is from you. Welcome in, Raj. Hello. How's it going? Welcome. Thank you for following. Hope you're doing well. No. Yeah, you sure? You sure it's not from you? Of course it isn't. Okay. Okay, I believe you. I believe you. Me when I lie. Who else? I don't like the guy that I think is Freyha's like partner or something. I don't know who he is. Overwatch new characters. I don't know his name. He could look better. He's just not cute to me, but he could be cute. Like there is a world where he gets a skin that I probably think is very attractive. He just looks so, what is it called? Milk toast? Is it like, white bread? He looks so boring in the face. He's got like no defining features in him. So I'm not like super attached to him visually in any way. So, eh. The fact that Mizuki is a healer, though, is so fun. I don't think I'd play him, but I am curious about him as a concept. Part of my workout was light today. I got done early with it. Nice, that's good. Happy to hear it. That's good. That's good. I'm hopefully you can get some good rest today then. I'm hopeful for Mizuki skins. I'm hopeful for that because I'm sure they'll make him look very good. So I am curious about that one. Not from a player standpoint, but from a visual consuming media standpoint. I can't wait to be a troll as a Kippy. Yeah, Kippy, Jetpack Cat. I wish they gave her a name. I know that it's a girl now. I know that the Jetpack Cat is a girl. And I believe that the cat is adopted by Brigitte. I will never know how to say her name, and I never will learn it. I thought you had a name. I vaguely saw like a comment say that it was like Fika, which I think is cat in Swedish, question mark, is what someone said online, which I didn't really care to validate or Brigitta. Thank you, my love. Brigitta. How's the streets are saying Dead by Daylight might collab with Fortnite? Oh, interesting. Tony told me about the fact that Dead by Daylight lost licensing for, or they didn't like refile licensings for one of them, for like some of the characters, and that was strange to me conceptually, because I feel like in my brain, if you offer characters in a game like that, they should be there forever. So it feels weird when they are like, yeah, we didn't go pay for the licensing, so this character's now gone. That feels strange to me mentally, but I don't know. I don't play the game, so I don't really have like an actual proper opinion on it because I don't care. Not to be rude, I don't really care. But like, it just feels weird that that happens. Like, that shouldn't happen in my brain. That should not be a thing that happens in a game where you can buy characters and skins and whatever. Like, if you can buy cosmetics for a character and they can just be gone, that feels bizarre. But I don't know. I'm not sure how people feel about it, because Tony was like, oh, I don't really care because they've been out for like years at this point, so it doesn't really matter. But I don't know. I feel like if I was a player and I was like, oh, this character that you played for a while is now just gone because we didn't want to pay for the thing anymore, I'd be a little bit like, huh. A little annoyed. How do you make a dinosaur creature, like, turn his knees inward? Can you do that? Can you look I need him to look shy. Like, he needs to be, like, nervous. Sure, I think microtransactions should be outlawed, though. I agree, Rex. I do agree. I would, yeah, I understand. No matter how much I still love loot boxes in Overwatch, and, you know, like, you know, it's fun to do, like, things like that. I don't think they should exist. I don't think you should be able to buy things like that in the game like that. I don't think you should be spending money on a game once you buy the game already. I think that is silly. I love gambling. Let's go gambling. I think that's, like, dumb. I don't think that should be a thing. I think in-game currency that you can get by playing the game and doing things that you can earn, that you cannot, like, there's no way to buy it, that is fair, I think, in my brain, where I'm like, okay, because, like, you're playing the game, you get rewards for playing the game, that's fine, that makes sense. But if you can actually purchase them, I think that's not, like, that is not good in my brain. I don't think you should be able to do that. But I think rewarding, like, active playing, activity? I think rewarding active activity, that's weird. Anyways, rewarding activity? Sure. Is good, because, like, it makes people interested in your game, and, you know, cosmetics are fun and whatever is fun, and that's cool. But I think having to spend money on the game that you already bought is kind of silly. And kind of unnecessary. Stuff like actual DLC is okay, like Borderlands 2 DLC, yeah. Things that you're, like, if you're buying extra content, that's fine in my brain, where it's like, oh, you're getting, like, a whole new area, or you're getting a whole new, like, you know, like, what is another example? I don't mean, like, most, like, storyline quests or whatever areas and stuff like that makes sense to me. But if you're not getting that, and you're just buying it because, like, you know, oh, like, it's a pay-to-win thing, engagement, participation, dedication, yeah, like, those things like that, yes, correct, thank you, those are better words than activity. If you're, you know, rewarding engagement, or, you know, playing, like, you know, active participation, then it feels like it makes sense. Then it's fine, because, like, yeah, because it's, you keep your audience, your clientele engaged, so that is reasonable. But I don't think anything should be, like, of monetary value in a game like that. I think that's not good in my brain. Players get to keep the killer survivor and any cosmetics that were removed from the shop from licensing. Oh, okay. Okay. I went Genuine Blade and Kafka, and I can't have DBD here too. So true. I'm glad I don't really play games that I care about cosmetics as much anymore. When I used to play PSO2 back in the day, I used to spend a lot of money on that game. Mostly for cosmetics, and then I had people buy me stuff too, which was nice. But I don't think there's any games that I'm like super weak to that I want to spend money on really anymore. I'm making him, he's embarrassed. I don't know why, but he's just embarrassed. How would eyes like this work when you're looking to, he's going there. Like how Helldivers 2 does it for you? You can find premium currency in missions so you can get all bonds no extra cost? Yeah. I think in-game currency is fine. That's something that I feel like I don't care. Like that's okay. You can reward like people who are playing quests over and over again or getting things that they, you know, completionist type of stuff. That seems reasonable. But like, I don't know. I guess like I'm just not a fan of like the pay to win aspect of like a lot of games. Obviously I used to play I played Genshin for a good while, and that game was heavily pay to win, where like a lot of characters that were like made the game usable and playable were ones you had to basically whale for or save ridiculous amounts of currency for it. Which I think is silly. I am glad I don't play it anymore. I mean, to be fair, I don't really know how much I would be as invested in it anymore. Thank you for reminding me I gotta get on Genshin. Back to the mines for Barca. You know... You do you, Kel. You do you. To be fair, I think that, like... Actually, no. I don't think that anymore. No, incorrect. I was gonna say that, like, when I was playing Genshin, it's fine because I was in university and I just had, you know, I had money laying around that I got from, like, commissions that I wasn't, you know, going towards bills or anything. But no. It doesn't matter how old you are or what age you're playing. I don't think you should be saving money and using any money you have that are disposable income towards gacha games. I think that you should not. Actually, no. I take that back, because that's not it. No. I don't think so. I guess it's harmless if you're not paying for other things, but... I think it's better if you are a full-fledged adult with proper disposable income and enough money to spend on whatever you want that you're not spending on, like, you know, you're not gonna have to, like, save a paycheck for something. Then it's fine. I think the older you are and the more money that you can use for it, then it's fine. But if you're like younger, like in university years like I was, you should not be spending your money that you got there for a video game that's not giving you anything at all. Initially free video game. In my defense, I've been grinding out the Honkai Star Rail and my luck has been a lot better there than Genshin. You should have saved money for plushies on Hot Topic. So true. Exactly. Why have fake thing when you can have tangible real thing in life? You know? I'm gonna make him look nervous. No, how do you... Nervous. He's shaky. I don't know why. I'm giving him emotions. Exactly, yeah. Have a tangible object. Own a thing. Although, I mean, like, to be fair, there is, like, parts of me that I think, like... There is something nice about the community that a lot of games bring, you know? Like, I don't think that, like... Genshin, despite how much I don't like the game itself nowadays, I do think that, like, the Genshin community was cool to be in for a bit before it turned awful, because I got a lot of, like, cool exposure for stuff, and I'm, you know... I drew a lot and I got a lot better at art because of it and stuff like that. So there's like some parts where I do give mild thanks to it existing. I'm like, yeah, you know what? I learned a lot. I got better at art very quickly. I made a lot of friends. I made a lot of connections. So like, I can't fully, what's the word? Condemn? Is that the word I'm looking for? The game or the community or the concept. But I, you know, as an adult now with a functioning brain, I don't care for it. Kaya. Yeah, my little guy. My little meow meow. I still main Kaya after all this time. Wow. Dedication. I never mained Kaya. Never did. He was never actually the character that I actually played as. I remember everyone being so sad at me when they found out that I played Diluc instead. But I love claymores. In video games, there's like two ways that I go for weapons. Either very big, heavy-hitting weapon, so claymores in Genshin, or the very speedy weapon. Like, it's either speed or it's, like, hard-hitting stuff. That's, like, how my brain tends to go. I always will, like, pick, like, a greatsword or whatever, claymore, heavy things, or fast things. So, like, in Monster Hunter, I went for dual blades, or dual swords, or dual daggers, whatever, because they're very fast. So, I tend to like pick one of those two. I remember trying to do artifact farming or artifact domains for your D-Loop. Yeah, I hated doing those things. For when video games feel like a chore, I no longer have the interest to play them. So the moment that a game feels like I have to play it, I'm like, oh no, actually, I don't want to. And artifact domains and artifact farming was like the one thing that I used to hate doing. So I'm like, I don't care. I played the game without artifacts for about 20 levels. I'm not gonna lie. I didn't even know they did anything. And I didn't care. Because I was like, no. But like, I only found out like halfway, and I was like, oh, I'm supposed to be using these things. But before that, I wasn't even like, I didn't care. Love video game, but that's how I feel with Orchestra right now. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, I get that. The moment that I feel like I have an obligation to something like that, it's really hard for me to want to keep doing it. So, you know, I understand. I empathize. That's how I feel about the gacha game, like gacha life games, Looney Mate. I don't know what that is. Unfamiliar. Love the violin, but yeah. Funny enough, when I was playing Mystic Messenger, that never made me feel that way. Because that game, I was waking up at 2 AM in the middle of class. I remember vividly an art class where, I had to take a call from Zen because I was like, oh, he's calling me right now. I have to answer this call. So I had to have my phone really quietly playing this. I think I had them in Korean. I don't think I changed the voices. I think. Yeah, I also don't think they had English voices. I had like this very quietly, this Korean voice coming from my phone in the middle of art class, trying to be like, okay, I have to answer this call and, you know, whatever. My God. I had to call, I had to check the calls, I had to check the chat messages. I had to know what he was saying. I had to. Otherwise, I would lose them all, you know? I had to get the good endings, the bad endings, all the endings. Poor Juminhan. I think about Juminhan sometimes. He's still hung up somewhere. Not in my current home. I think I left Juminhan with my parents. I think Juminhan is with my parents. What was it called? Shoot, what are they called? Sorry, I need to check up with the company that made Mystic Messenger Company. Chariots. They went to a convention that I went to, like, as their actual company. They had actual, like, licensed merchandise there. And I bought a t-shirt and some, like, little pins of the characters. And they give you a bag, like a very big bag, actually, of Juminhan. It's just a big bag with his face on it. And I kept that bag. And I think I've kept it since probably 2016 for sure. 2016, 2017. And I kept that bag and it still is in my home. I cut up the bag so I could just have Juminhan's face. And I hung it up on my wall because I'm normal. I'm very normal. Wowie, yeah, Wowie! They also sold, what's the word? Body pillows. But they were $95. And I, even as a 16-ish, 17-year-old, knew that that was not the money that I wanted to spend on something. I was like, that's a lot of money to spend on a pillow. So I did not spend $95 on a body pillow. But I did think about it. So that you don't know then, save yourself from knowing. Gotcha. Those Kaya stickers I still want? Oh, OMG, I would commission Nivi. You want a body pillow? Yeah, I'll get you a Nivi body pillow. It'd be kind of fun. I kind of, I think about making stuff sometimes. I do, like, oh, how's your day? Pretty good. You'll like to hear this. I am thinking about buying a printer. No! Why, Nya? Why? Why today? Why suddenly did you and Yoki both decide that I have to Nya again? It's been months since we've had to do it. Oh, man, Nya. Oh. Why, Nya? Anyways, Nya, as I was saying, I want to buy a printer to maybe make well, I want to print stuff in general. I'd like to print out some photos and print out some art maybe or whatever, like some small things I want to print out in you know, just to have as a printer, like maybe papers and documents, whatever. Yeah. But I do also at the same time want to find a printer that can also be for prints. So one that can hopefully like have good quality prints that if I ever wanted to make actual prints of things that I draw, I wouldn't have to outsource this to somebody else. I could just buy the good paper and ink and whatever, and I can just do it at home. So I'm thinking about it, yeah. I am thinking about it. I will have to do some research. You know, yeah, Nivy prints. Yeah, Nivy prints, yeah, yeah. I was trying to what am I saying? On my Instagram, I tried to ask some people about prints and where to get a print, like a good printer, because I have a lot of friends who are artists, and I was like, okay, maybe I can ask some people. Yeah, and there's this one person who was like, oh, you can get like a photography printer. I'm like, no, I don't want, like, I'm looking to print out some photos, yes, but not only photos. Like I'm looking to print out also like other stuff like art. So it's kind of different, I feel like, in my brain. Yeah, I don't really know for sure, yeah, but I think they are like somewhat different if you're printing on like photo paper as opposed to printing on like print paper. Yeah. I don't know for a fact though. Obviously, I don't, you know, I've never done prints aside from when I was in university and I used my print lab, and I could just like send the print to a person and they did it for me. Yeah, and I didn't really have to look into anything. So you know, yeah, that sort of thing. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I am thinking about it though. It is like a decent chance that I will end up buying a printer. Yeah. Compared, because like I have the tendency to want to buy stuff that is like fun technology things. Yeah, like I want to buy a 3D printer. However, an actual printer would serve me much better, would be better, would be used, Anyways, I would use a printer, like a normal printer, significantly more often than a 3D printer, yeah. So it would be technically a better investment for me to spend money on that, yeah. So I'm considering it. I'm considering it pretty strongly, yeah. Hello, Forrest. How's it going? Welcome, yeah. I have to, yeah. I'm not doing this because I want to, yeah. But yeah, we'll see. Yeah, she has a Nya redeem. I do, Nya. I hate when Nya, but I must, Nya. It's such is life, Nya. I have 2 more minutes though, so that's exciting for me personally. Does he look nervous, Nya? I hope so. He looks like he's more like scared, which I guess nervous and scared are very similar feelings, Nya. So I guess that's fine. But it's not exactly the expression that I wanted to have to depict, Nya, but that's fine, Nya. I was reminded of its existence. Yeah, unfortunately, yeah. I missed a meeting with my boss and was stressing for like an hour before she said it was no big deal. That's good, yeah. I understand. That is kind of scary. My sister recently almost missed a meeting. She was a good couple minutes late from her meeting as well, and yeah. Scary, yeah. Glad it wasn't a big deal though. Did you just like miss it because it was like you didn't get like a notification for it or whatever, yeah? Or just like fully forgot about it, yeah? Am I almost done, yeah? Can I be done? 1 more minute. 1 more minute and then I'm freed. Freed from my pain. Yeah. You're a weird Pokemon, yeah. I don't, like... He makes me, like, have, like, question marks above my head when I see this guy. I don't really get what he's supposed to be based off of specifically, yeah? Nor do I see his appeal, yeah. I was 8 minutes late because I fully forgotten was using my allotted break time. Oh! But if you were 8 minutes late, then you weren't late, were you? Like, it wasn't that big of a deal, yeah? Surely not. You still made it in time, yeah? Right? Or one, yeah. Yeah. It's a weird Pokemon. He's a weird guy, yeah. I don't really have a lot of thoughts, other than he seems a little bit complicated visually. I also don't know how his eyes would work anatomically. Yeah. Am I done? I'm done in 5 minutes! Yippee! I'm free now. Okay. And I can keep drawing this little guy. I should one day rank every Pokemon in order. That'd be fun. Be 1,000 Pokemon to rank in order. It's like one of those games, I don't know if you guys ever like play those like little like matchup games that exist where it's like you get like one character versus one character, and then you pick the one character, and then that character gets moved on, and then you have that character versus another character, and like you keep on like sorting out the characters, and they give you like a list of which one you like the most or whatever. I think about it'd be kind of fun too. It'd be easy to know who I absolutely hate for sure. Yeah, I'm sure there is like a program someone made for it already. Like I did, surely someone's made one for Pokemon. Not really. Oh no, I didn't go to the meeting at all because there was an extra confusion there. There's a Zoom one-on-one meeting originally, and one of my coworkers was with him on the link, so I panicked and bailed out. Sent him a message, but it took him like an hour to tell me what he wanted in the meeting with them. Oh, that's unfortunate. Well, I'm glad that it was okay though. Seems a little bit scary. Yep, yeah. Do one for Cookie Run? I've seen one for Nichi. That's what that's the one that I knew more familiarly. Familiarly? I'm just really speaking today. I don't know what's going on with my brain. It's Friday, it's in the week, I'm tired. I've been having a busy week of 1 million work, so I think that's what happened. My brain's not braining very well, unfortunately. Week full of things. Oh, God. We should have Sky read Rap God? Oh. Yeah, you want me to fumble on my words that badly? Crazy. I can speak properly somewhat today. I don't know. There are days where I definitely feel like I can read very well, and there are days where I cannot read at all. I'm not sure if that's like a thing that can really change from day to day, but I really do feel like I do. Sometimes I have days that I'm like, wow, I can read through all this dialogue, no problem, we're doing well. And then there are days where I'm like, what? What are these words? I should read more. That might, like, yeah, I should read more. There's no other statement to that. I should just read more. I sincerely should just be... but books are so hard. I'm not a book person. I like to see more adorable dog-like Pokemon. True. There are some that are pretty cute. I mean, there's Yamper's pretty cute. Who else is there? There's is Electrike technically a dog? Yeah, Electrike is whatever Mantike and Electrike ? I don't know if those are the names for them. They're also dogs, I think. I don't like Fido very much. I don't hate him. I just don't love him. I'm not really sure why. I don't know. I don't like him very much. I think he looks a little bit like, I don't know. He's just not very appealing to me in that way. Not a very appealing Pokemon to me. I do like Yamper's cute. Yamper's pretty cute. I mean, he is just like a corgi, and so it's not like there's a lot to really base off of him, but Harris, welcome. Thank you for the raid. Welcome. Can my mouse get a quick shout out? Hello. What you do? Welcome in. We're just drawing some Pokemon, talking about dog Pokemon? Welcome in. What were you guys doing? What were you guys up to? Now that is a thing. The brain is constantly going through repair and pathfinding, and you can wake up essentially a different person every day. Yeah, do I feel like that sometimes? Do I really feel like that? Neo 3? What's that? Did you have a good time? Was it a good stream? Also, please do after stream care, get some food, water, rest, do what you gotta do after your stream. Please take care of yourself. Welcome to hang out if you want to, but please do what you gotta do after your stream. We get a new streamer every night? I guess you do, yeah. I'm a little different every day. Tony asked me in a joking way, because we were talking about being older, whatever, and he was like, oh, you know, what did he say? It was like some effect of like, oh, like, you know, how do you like feeling old or being old now? And I was like, honestly, I like where I am at my age. I like being the age that I am. I quite enjoy being 25 specifically. Like, I don't know. I feel like I don't know. Normally I feel kind of weird about my age when I was younger, because I felt like I was constantly like 12 years old, stuck in the body of like, you know, getting older, and I'm like, I don't know what's happening, I don't know who I am, I don't know what's going on with my brain. But I feel like 25 has been the year that, like, the age year slash whatever, that I'm like, you know, I'm good. I feel like I'm 25. I feel like that's pretty, like, I don't know. I kind of lost some of that, like, listless, restless, confused, lost part of me that was, like, stuck in my brain for very long. And I feel like I'm much more, like, self-assured about, like, some stuff. Like, obviously I still have a lot of problems that I deal with every day because I'm a human being, and I have issues. But in the grand scheme of things, I do feel like I am, like, good with my age. I'm happy. I'm fine. Like, I don't really have any qualms with it. I feel good about it. Stream of Thesis? Ah, I see. Well, welcome in, though, Aries. Please still take care of yourself, and everyone from Aries stream is welcome to hang out with me if you want to, but please do what you gotta do. If you gotta skedaddle, feel free to skedaddle. Skedaddle and do what you gotta do. I just wanted to let you know that I caught a shiny Galarian Articuno in Pokemon Go today, and I'm super proud. I use my Master Ball because it's super rare and that has a low catch rate. Oh, nice! Proud of you. Proud of you, Izzy. Very proud. Good job. That's fun. I have never caught more than one shiny Pokemon in Pokemon Go, and that was my Luxray, and that's the only one that I ever caught that was shiny. To be fair, I haven't played Pokemon Go in a long time, but, like, even when I did play, I used to play it very actively because my friends and I used to play a lot. Because, like, again, it's something that's very easy to walk around in places, so we used to go on, like, daily, weekly, actually, no, weekly, because I used to be there on the weekends. We used to go on, like, weekly walks around the area. Speaking of corgis, one of Corgi walked up to me, sat down in front of me, and let me pet the little one. Oh, cute! Puppy! Puppy. Neo's Ninja Gaiden game making Souls game. It's a Souls game, but it's also a character action game. It's awesome. Nice, that sounds cool. Thank you, of course. That sounds cool. Yeah, therapy's great. I love therapy. I love my therapist. I mean, maybe it's still too early to say that I think she's really cool, but she's been really, like, okay, obviously, but she's been very empathetic and very easy to talk to about stuff, and I felt like I don't know, and I think because, like, I wanted to go, actually, I have been putting off going to therapy for a very long time. I feel like a very good release in my system to be able to talk to somebody, like, actually, so that's cool. Therapy's helpful. Yeah. Very, very cool. But I do think that I'm happy with my age. I don't really have any, like, issues. I used to feel very weird about being the age that I was. I think also because, like, I have always been the younger person friend groups as well. As I mentioned earlier, that I think maybe also added on to it where I felt like a little bit strange. I'm like, oh, I'm always like the one that's out of the, like, life, what's the word? Like, milestones people have. Like, I'm always behind them because I'm younger, so, like, I don't get to do the same things they're doing at the same time, and so I feel like I'm always, like, you know, a step behind. And I think also once you graduate university and you're a person, you start feeling that, like, space between your ages between people a lot, like, lessen, because, like, my friends and I basically are at the same level even though they're older than me now. I mean, now, but they've always been older than me, but it feels different now because I'm like, oh, okay, like, we're in the same, what's the word? Like, bracket of lifetime? Like, life stuff? So it feels easier now. Like, I don't feel like I'm lagging behind as much. And also, I think being out of my house, my parents' place, has been really helpful in that aspect as well. Because, like, I moved out last year, so being able to, like, be my own person for sure helped, like, sever the feeling of being, like, a high schooler still trapped in, like, an adult's body. So that's been really helpful, too. So I like that. I like that I feel like I'm happy with my age. I got friends looking at buying a house and getting kids. Who? Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. My friends, one of them has a house. Sorry. Well, no, yeah, one of them has a house, and then a good chunk of them have, like, smaller, like, they either have a townhouse or they have, like, an apartment. So I don't feel too worried about that. In terms of living in my own place. I don't know. Having a house would be really lonely. I live by myself, and I'm already pretty lonely right now in my one apartment with a loft. Like, I feel pretty. I mean, like, I like to have people over, and that's fun and all, but, like, if I had a whole place to myself, I feel like I'd be very... I would probably feel very, like, as existential? Probably? I don't know. Also, I don't know how to fix things. I'm a handy person in the aspect that I'm like, I love to tinker. I love tinkering. I love messing around with stuff. I love taking apart pens and seeing how you put them back together. That's, like, a thing that I used to all the time as a kid. I used to, like, take apart pens and try to put them back together, or try to fix pens, or, like, I used to fix a bunch of things whenever I could. I like to fix things. I like to tinker. You know, it's fun. But that does mean that sometimes I tinker and I don't get it right, and therefore I break something. So I don't want to tinker in a house. Like, I don't want to try to figure out how to fix something when I don't know how to fix it, even though I'm like, oh, I can do it, surely. So, like, if I had a place to myself, I like calling maintenance. I like, hey, can you help me? And I do it for free because I pay to live there. So everything happens, I can just do it, they just do it for free. So, you know, not as big of a deal. But if I had a house, I'd have to figure it out all by myself. And I don't want to figure that out by myself. I don't know how to fix things. I like to pretend like I know how to fix things. I love to pretend like I know how to fix things. It's so much fun. But I don't really know how to fix a lot of stuff. I'm just a very, trial and error person when it comes to learning things. I love to learn, like, learn by doing, I guess what people say. Like, I like to do that. That's fun for me. I like to learn by doing a lot. Like, just, like, figuring out by, you know, banging my head against a wall and figuring it out that way. So, I'm older than my siblings, and I feel like I'm lacking behind them. It's an odd feeling. Yeah, that's fair. I mean, the thing to always, like, keep in mind, I feel like, is that, like, everyone has their own timeline, and has their own kind of steps to doing what they need to do. So, just because you feel like you're not meeting the same milestones or same things that other people are at the same time, or different ages, doesn't mean that you're not actually, like, you're lagging behind or whatever. It's just like, you know, you are at a different step in your life than they are at their life. And that is just how it works. And also, I feel like, thankfully, nowadays, people are very open to people learning things and doing things later in life. Because I feel like growing up, and I guess especially, like, in my, like 19-ish age range, I was always afraid of, like, running out of time for stuff and being like, oh, I have to get this done by this age or else I'm not going to be able to do it ever again. And I think, like, now the mindset towards that has kind of shifted a bit more, where everyone's like, you know, you can do things whenever you want to. It's really not that big of a deal. So I think that's been, like, a really nice thing to see, I think, with society in general, is where, like, things are shifted a bit longer. Like, you can have more options to do whatever you want. You can do things when you're mid-30s, mid-40s, whatever you want to do. So, yeah, I think at least. I mean, maybe I'm being optimistic, but I've seen that more than I used to back when I was a bit younger. So, you know. Yeah. Life is ever-changing. The only constant in life is change, is that what people say? Is that what it is? The only yeah, I think so. So, you know, always good to be okay with adapting to new things and things being different and things maybe taking time or whatever. Never give up. I think it's important to, surround yourself with people of different ambitions and times and stuff like that. I think it's important to be around people who are ambitious overall. It does make you feel a little bit weird sometimes when maybe you're not, like, able to accomplish things as quickly as other people around you might be. But I do think that it's really important to have people who are, like, constantly striving for things they want. I think if you lead your life with people who are never trying to be better, and, like, not in a competitive way. Like, I'm not trying to say, like, people who are, like, dedicating themselves to work 24/7 and they have no, like, work-life balance and they're not a human being. Not like that energy, but someone who's like, oh, I have, like, goals and aspirations and ambitions in my life that I want to accomplish. I think surrounding yourself with people like that is very important. People who have a very strong sense of, like, desire, I suppose. I feel like I can't be around people who have nothing they want in their life. Someone who has, like, no ambition, I think, is very what's the word for it? I don't know. It's hard to want to be around someone who has no desires for things in their lives. That's all, I think. Personally. I like to be around people who I feel like, want stuff, you know? Either it's, like, it could be small things too, like, to want to learn to, like, a new skill, want to learn how to do something, like, want to, you know, whatever. Just as long as they have, like, desire in their, like, life. Someone who's fully complacent, I feel like very hard to be around. But that is, I don't know, maybe that's it's just, like, a me thing, I think. Because I'm a very, like, I constantly strive for things in my life. Like, I want stuff a lot. Like, I just want to have, you know, I want to get, like, better at something. I want to learn a skill. I want to have more options for myself. Like, I like to do stuff, you know? Learning new things and doing new things is fun for me. Or at least, like, honing a skill is fun as a concept as well. And I don't know, being around someone who's like, oh, you know, I don't want to do anything ever. Like, I just want to, like, you know, like, nothing, like, I have no desires. I'm like, oh, okay, I guess. I don't know. It feels hard to get along with someone like that. I had a friend like that back before that, like, I don't talk to her anymore, but she was very much like someone who just didn't want anything in her life. and like didn't want to change anything in her life. Like even like the bad things in her life, she didn't care to change it. And I'm like, man, that I don't know. I feel like when you can recognize that something's wrong in your life that you don't like having in your life, and you just like ignore it, and you don't want to, you know, work on that or change that or like find a better way for you, it feels kind of weird to be around someone like that. And obviously I don't think people have to constantly need to be like bettering themselves and, you know, whatever. Like I don't think it's important to like try to constantly be changing yourself, but you know, aspirations and goals are important, I think. As I mentioned, could just be as small as like wanting to learn a new language or wanting to learn like you know, go to like a workshop or something like that. Things like that are fun and important to like, I think, human enrichment. Sure, enrichment in life. It's important. I know. I feel like it's so funny because I feel like I changed a lot when I was younger. When I was significantly younger, like middle school maybe it could be early high school, I used to be someone who was very much like, if I had a personality trait or a thing about myself that was inherently like objectively a negative thing, I would not change it. Because I'm like, well, that's just who I am. Like I can't change that. And that's not good. That's not a good thing. That's not a good thing. I mean, I guess as a kid you're learning and like you're figuring things out, but like I used to be very much like, I'm like, oh well, you know, that's just who I am. I can't change that fact of myself. Like it's whatever. And I didn't realize until like, you know, obviously I was a bit older, probably like maybe university or maybe middle school, sorry, maybe high school, where I was like, oh no, actually you should probably look at yourself more objectively and be like, oh, these are bad things to be like. Maybe we should learn how to like deal with that or cope with that better or figure that out better. I know what you said that, but I remembered I have to submit my resignation to my other job. Oh, well, go do that, yeah. Yeah, you gotta go do that. I'm glad to remind you. Oh. What? Oh. What? Oh. Yeah. Is important. Thank you, Sky. Of course! I'm here to remind people of things all the time. Because I have the best memory, and I can help everyone else have good memory, too. I'm so good remembering stuff, guys. Did you know that? I'm very good at memory things. I'm actually good at, short-term memory. I'm good at that. Like, I can, memorizing, like a number, patterns? What is it called? Number, like, sequences? I'm pretty good at remembering those. Those are fine. But, like, long-term memory, I have a hard time, like, logging in information. Like, birthdays? Sorry. One of the worst things for me to remember. So bad with birthdays. I'm so bad with birthdays. And I try really hard to remember them, and I always try. I promise you, I always do try. I just can never get them right. When's my birthday? October 20th. Right? It's gotta be. It's gotta be October 20th, right? Surely. Please say yes. Please say yes. Please say yes. Please say yes. Is it 2020? 22nd? Or 20? Oh my god, yes. Yippee! I was right. Yippee, yippee, yippee. Also, glad to hear that therapy has been so helpful for you. Love that for you. Thank you. Yeah, it's great. I am happy that I've been going to it, and I'm glad that I didn't chicken out like I was going to. I still honestly think about checking out a lot. I'm like, I don't need this really. And I'm like, no, Sky, you do need this. You do need this. You need this desperately. You actually definitely need this. But I do, there are a lot of times I'm like, I can just say no. Maybe I just don't have to keep going, and then it's fine. I don't know why. I don't know why. But I despite the little tiny voice in my brain saying you don't need to go do this, I do still go to it, so that's good. I only remembered my brother's birthday because I happened to play Animal Crossing today. You know? Hey, that's fair. Whatever makes you remember, you know what? It doesn't matter how, just you got it. I write down important things, that's all. If anything that's important to me, I'll write it down. Because there's this whole thing where people who, you know, it's, again, I don't really, you know, I don't think it's, a lot of people, I think, have that mindset of, oh, that's just the way that I am, and they don't want to fix it. So, like, with me forgetting birthdays and forgetting things, I don't like that I do that. I don't like that I forget stuff. I don't like that I don't remember things that are important to me. So I do actively have to make sure I remember them some way, and therefore I write them down. If I care about something, I will make a way to remember it. And so that's important to me, that I keep note of things that are very important to me, things that I want to remember. And so people who are like, oh, I'm just so forgetful, and they don't do anything to like, what is the word? Compensate for it. frustrate me a little bit, because I'm like, if you know you have this habit and you don't like having it, why don't you try to do things that help you? Obviously, you can't change how your memory works, but you can give yourself reminders. You can find things to help you remember. Like, you don't, you know, people who are like late all the time, right? Like, if you care about it, then you probably should find ways to fix that, you know? If you don't care, that's fine, whatever, that's whatever. But if you do care about it, you don't like that you do that, then you should find ways to fix that. People who don't do that, I get very confused by that, because I'm like, you know you have this problem. You're aware you have this issue. Why don't you fix that? And obviously I can't say that I have always done that. I definitely have had a lot of bad habits in my life that I definitely didn't work on. And I was like, no, it's fine. And no, they're not all fine. They're not all fine. So I understand maybe people don't want to change things and it's hard to like I mean, I don't have a hard time looking at myself objectively and being like, okay, these are bad things. But I can understand how some people might have a hard time being objective with themselves about what they don't like or what they do like about themselves and what they are okay with changing or not changing. And so I guess to an extent I can understand that being a bit of a harder thing to work with. But I don't know. I like being objective. I like knowing things about myself that are maybe things that I have to work on. Being objective is very helpful for me. It's why I don't like people who like it's kind of a roundabout concept, but I don't like getting like false compliments. I don't like it at all. I don't really like when like someone compliments you and they feel they have to compliment you back. Or just like in general being lied about a compliment. Like if I know like my hair doesn't look good and someone's like, oh my god, your hair looks good, I'm like, don't say that. Like, don't lie. That's no. You don't have to. Like, you don't need to do that. I don't like that. I don't like when people lie about stuff. I don't know. You can just not say anything at all. Like, you can just not say something. That's something that I find very annoying. I find that very, very annoying. Don't lie to me, I know it looks bad. Exactly, like don't lie. Like, there's no reason to. I'm not gonna be, like, one, you don't have to say anything in the first place, so don't say it in the first place. Just don't mention it. But two, I don't care that, like, it's like, obviously I know how it looks. Like, I'm the one that left the house, and I have a mirror. Like, I know how it looks. So, like, I don't need you to, like, either try to make me feel better about it, or, like soften the blow. I don't, like, I don't like it. I don't like it. It bothers me a lot. I don't know. Just don't lie to me. Just in general, I don't know. I just have very strong feelings before it's being lied to. Like, very, very strong feelings. I don't know. Even, like, if it's, like, a nice lie, like, oh, you're trying to be nice and kind to me, I don't care. Even if you're being mean, like, I don't know. Like, I'd rather have the genuine truth from you than feel like you have to lie to me to be nice to me. I don't want you to feel like you have to be nice to me. Just tell me the truth. I don't, you know, I'm an adult. I'm a human being. I have, you know, I have emotional intelligence enough to be like, okay, cool. I get it. Sky prefers blunt honesty. I do. I honestly do. I 100% do. Like, if I'm acting crazy or stupid, tell me. The reason that I had, like, me and Tony are so, like, such close friends, aside from a myriad of other things, but, like, if I'm being dumb, or if I'm being silly, he'll tell me the truth. I know we talk about being delusional together, but he definitely is someone who does, like, check me whenever I have to be checked. I'm like, okay, cool, thank you for telling me. Like, you're right, actually. Like, I don't know. I don't like being lied to about, like, anything, really. Especially, like, aside from my personality, also my looks. I hate being lied to about my looks. Don't do that. You don't have to be nice to me if you don't want to be nice. It's fine. Just don't say anything. It's all. It's fine. I don't care. I prefer honesty from anyone that's close to me. I prefer honesty. Anybody that is, like, very important to my life or very close to me, just tell me the truth. That's something that I value. Like, you are close to me because I value your opinion and I value your thoughts. If you are telling me the truth, that's important to me. You know, like, I need to know what you think. I'm not, like, talking to you because I want you to lie to me and sugarcoat things to me. That doesn't make any sense to me. That, you know, that doesn't work in any aspect for my brain. So. I try to compensate my bad memory for trying to put reminders to stuff and then being upset myself when I forget to put out reminders. Lying to try and be nice just makes things more confusing. It does. And then I don't trust you anymore. Like, if you lie to me about, like, something consistently when I know that it's, like, not the truth, I no longer trust you for telling the truth about anything else. Like, if you lie to me about small white things all the time, like, you know, then I'm like, well, why would I trust your opinion on any more bigger important things in my life if you can't tell me the truth? You know? I don't ask questions, and I don't ask for advice unless I'm okay with getting, like, things that I don't want to be told, you know? I won't ask a question unless I'm okay for any answer. That is how I function. Like, I don't know. I don't know. Wouldn't ask a question unless I know I'm okay with whatever the outcome is. Also why I don't buy blind boxes. It's a very random jump, but I won't buy a blind box unless I like all the things in them. So, unless I'm fully aware of what I'm gonna get into, I'm not gonna do it, you know? So, we ain't lying about your singing, you're just in denial. Forrest, you're the only one that is, giving me any compliments about my perceived singing that you think I may have. And it's very sweet of you, I appreciate that. It's very kind. I don't know, maybe, who knows, one day. My therapist has talked to me about, like, maybe trying to get me to do more exposure therapy stuff, because, I tell her, like, I feel uncomfortable, doing anything that I feel like might be embarrassing, which, I mean, obviously, so, like, as does anybody, but even when I'm alone, I feel kind of uncomfortable doing things that are embarrassing that no one else would see, and so, she was like, maybe we should work on, like, you just doing things by yourself without anyone seeing you and, like, just working on being able to do that on your own. And I was like, maybe. I'll see. You're just in denial, Sky? Thanks, Solar. I guess, who knows? You know, who knows? I don't know. I've just been able to accept that I have a voice that exists in the world. I don't know how I can go to accepting that I have a singing voice that can exist in the world as well. We'll have to see about that one. We'll have to see. There is definitely a world where I am okay with singing, and maybe you can get something out of me at some point in the future. I don't know when that would happen. I don't know how that would happen. There is a chance. Can maybe make a cover in my life, maybe. You don't know. Maybe. Yeah, it's good, Sky. You guys are flattery. I appreciate you guys. Maybe one day. Who knows? Again, it's not fully off the record, fully off the books, fully off the... God, I don't even know what I'm saying at all today. You know, it's not out of the count. God. I'm insane today. Oh my god, my brain isn't working to speak. I can't say any words. I can't speak well. Alright, let me do another... Wait, was not a golden in the subathon? There was a golden in the subathon, yes, for a cover. For me to do a cover. It's one of those days. It is just one of those days. Where's my random number generator? There it is. What number we get? 275. Lots of low numbers. Lots of low numbers. What's 275? Oh! Okay, sure. Why not? You look weird. I'm sensing a theme that a lot of the early Pokemon look weird. No offense. What's this guy's deal? What's his issue? Why is he so angry? What's your problem, man? What are you angry about? Okay. What do I do with you? Can I make him... What can I make you do? Can I make you do, like, I don't know... something? So much silly Pokemon? Yeah, he's something. He's got a nose. He's like Pinocchio. I want to give him, like, a little happy... He just leaves for hands, I'd be mad too. You're so right, actually. You're right. What's that pose that Hugh Morris does? Hugh Morris. I need to look at his pose. I want to look at the little pose he does. Tomodachi. Life. Covering his head with his hand leaves. I want to do the little sleep pose that this guy does. This one. I want this pose. I think he's so silly. Look at him. He feels more like himself now. He feels more like himself now. Look at him. I love him. He's so funny. This GIF that I see on Twitter is honestly, without fail, makes me smile. I think it's so funny. I think it's so charming. I don't know why they did that. I don't know what possessed them to make him do that. I don't know what possessed him to do anything with this guy. I love him. I love him. He's so stupid. I think it's so funny. I think it's hilarious. It's great. It's great. I got reminded of the Primeape design you made. I think it was Primeape. I did make Primeape. Yeah, my emo boy. I love emo characters. Oh man, I want to make a VTuber design that's like an emo scene kid, and he's like edgy, and he looks, I want to so badly. I think about it all the time. I'm like, unironically, I do think about making like a VTuber scene kind of kid vibe. But I just haven't done it yet. I want to. I would like to. That's where his arm is, here. That and the Palmy one? Yeah, I should make more humanizations of Pokemon. I should do it. Human Pokemons. I like designing characters. I do. I think it's like, I don't think I'm good at it, to be fair. I don't think I'm very, like, I don't think I'm a seasoned, like, concept artist when it comes to character design or, like, character artist. But I do find joy in making characters. I think designing, like, outfits and characters are very, very fun and very rewarding in a sense. I wish I was better at it, for sure. I know I'm not, you know, I'm not inherently bad. I know, like, I know some things about how to design a character. I don't think I'm, like, you know, as seasoned in terms of the knowledge, because I never took a lot of character design classes in university, because character design was one of those classes where everybody wanted it. Like, in my university, everybody wanted to take character design class. What a name! Hey, man. Hi. Hello. How's it going? Do you got any hobbies? What you like doing? How's it going? Thanks for following. Appreciate it. How's your day going? Oh, I don't want to copy it over. I wanted to cut it out. We got some interesting names in the past 2 days today. Past days in streams. We got some interesting people hanging out. How you doing? So true. So true. So true. Cherry, hi. Especially yesterday, yeah. Yesterday's stream was so silly. Hi, Citricos. Did you end your stream? Oh, I become creature. Oh, I become creature now. Oh, I'm tiny. Ah. Hi. What's up, creature? Not much. How's it going? How was your, what did you end up doing for the rest of your stream? Did you just end up talking about, music still? I couldn't be there for the last bit of it, I'm sorry. I was, I streamed. Sorry. Oh, thank you for the stretch. Everyone will stretch if you're able to as well. Stretch your arms, your legs, your back, whatever you can. Oh, God. I got hit. Oh my God, my shoulders. Good God. Both of my shoulders, like, rapid amounts of cracks. Goodness me. Oof, okay. So just a 5-head? It's for all the knowledge I have. Don't make fun of me. I'm full of knowledge. Like, not the cheapy. I'm small. I'm creature now. I'm a creature now. I'm tiny little thing. Big brain bunny. Yeah, big brain bunny. What did I learn? Have I learned any new facts? Oh, have I learned any new facts? You can turn me back to normal if you want. People are able to turn me back from chibi to normal human being. But that's only if desired. I'm going to have so many knowledge too. You are. How does this guy's face actually look? How does his head, what is his head little thing? What is this like, is he just like a big nose there? Yippee hip hat. Oh, I'm so excited. Yeah. Yeah. Very exciting times. How do I make him smile? Water. Thanks for the hydrate. Everyone also hydrates. We'll get some tea, coffee, water, some hydrate, please. Take care of yourself. Hydration important. Being turned into a creature? Yep, being turned into a creature. Hydrate important. Actually, you know, I will have water. I am thirsty for water. Oh, goodness. Hydrate. Hydrate important. Take care of everything. I was, like, semi-human today. Not, like, incredibly human, but I did try my best to be, like, a person of existence. It's kind of tough sometimes, to be real. Oh, it's so hard. I did make a little invite to my friends, though. I'm having my friends over to do, floral arrangements and, chocolate-covered strawberries. And I made little invites for them. They are really cute. And my friend was like, oh my God, did you make that by hand? And I'm like, yeah. And I'm like, yippee! I got complimented. I love when I get a compliment. It's awesome. I was like, yippee, yippee. Yippee, yippee, yippee. I made like a little invite thingy. I tried to make it like cute, you know? I wanted to be like one of those people who like have people over and they're all like aesthetically like fancy and nice and stuff and, you know, all that stuff. I tried really hard. It's kind of cute. I think it's cute-ish. I don't know. It could be cuter for sure. Everything could be better though in life, so it's, you know. Dinner party, yeah. It's cute. It's I'm excited because I'm forcing 3 people who have never met each other to meet each other, which is so exciting. I love making new people meet each other for the first time. Because I know I love doing that. I love meeting new people and being terrified of people. So that'll be great. I did ask all of them, like, hey, do you, like, you're gonna be meeting 2 new people that you do not know. Like, do you like that? Are you okay with that? And they're like, yeah, that's fine. I'm like, okay, cool. Because, like, I need to know if there's new people somewhere. I hate meeting new people at the same time. I love meeting one new person. I love meeting a singular person and having that kind of, like, little, like, first initial, like, talk and hang out with them. I hate meeting, like, 4 people at once. That's horrible. I hate that. I hate doing that. It's awful. I'm like incredibly awkward. I am tremendously awkward with new people, and I try really hard not to be, but then I'm so concerned about not being weird that I end up being very weird because I'm overly conscious of like everything I'm doing, that, oh, like maybe I said something weird, maybe I talked about something weird. Like, oh god, man. I wish I had the ability to just be like very cool, you know? I wish I was like a very cool person, effortlessly cool, effortlessly like friendly and sociable and like everything. But but I think a lot when I meet people. I am full of thoughts when I meet people, and I'm always terrified of like saying the wrong thing around somebody and be like, oh, I'm weird. You're effortlessly cool? Kiora, what would we just say about lying to be nice to me? What would we just talk about? Cool being fashionable? Okay, I can take that, yeah. Thank you. I appreciate that. That's very sweet of you. Thank you. I like to dress up. I know I can do that. That's something that I'm aware I can do. I think this like should be over down a little bit more. Clothing is fun. I love clothing. I love fashion. I love clothes in general. It's funny, I never grew up being like a very fashion person in terms of being aware of fashion, but I did love like dress up games a lot. Like I love dressing up, like, you know, like the Barbie games, whatever. Those are fun for me. I like to like figure out clothes that look good together. And it might be because like for me, doing clothes, like doing outfits, is really just about colors for me. And so whenever I can color coordinate things, I'm always very happy. So that might be why I like to dress up things. I'm like, yay, I can make everything like match a color and it's fun and cute. Sky, dare I say you're pretty rad? Oh, really? You think so? Rad's a good word. I like rad. I wish I was. Like, I don't know. I was telling my sister that I compare myself in my brain to a feral cat or a feral dog or like an abandoned dog where like you know that they really want to be friends with you, but they're terrified. And that's how I personally see myself in most social situations, where I really want to make friends, I really want to talk to people, and I really want to be a friend, but I'm very scared. I'm very scared. I am akin to like a feral animal that wants to be your friend and wants to know how good it feels to be pet really badly, but is terrified of it. So that's me. That's, I think, a pretty apt description of my existence. And when people think that I am cool or good at socializing, I'm just like, stray dog energy? Yeah, kind of stray dog energy. Just a little bit. Just a tiny bit. I'm just scared. I'm just like hyper aware, hyper conscious of like everything that happens. And so when I read people and I'm talking to them and I can like feel like their energy is a bit weird with me or they don't like something I did or whatever, I get very scared. Like I get very, very nervous when I feel like maybe I said something weird or a conversation went weirdly or whatever, you know, a myriad of things that can happen and that maybe I'm misreading or whatever. But I do get very, what's the word? Like, just like overall, I don't know, like nervous and stressed out and whatever. I'm trying to be a bit better with it. I feel like nowadays I'm not as bad as I used to be, but it's still like if I meet a bunch of new people at once or if I'm around people that I don't know that well, I get very quiet, I get very stressed out, I get very scared. Like people that I'm not like super familiar with, I tend to I become very quiet. Like you guys see me as a very talkative person and I am very talkative with people that I'm comfortable with, but people that I don't know very well, I get very quiet. You put me into a group party with people that I don't know, and I know like maybe one person, I am clinging to your leg like a lost puppy, and I'm scared, and it's like, I just like will wander and not talk to anybody else and just talk to you, and that's how it, like, I can't, I'm really bad at it. I'm really bad. I wish I don't know how to fix that, aside from just like doing it over and over again and getting used to it, which I guess is the only way you can do that. But that like, I get like tremendously quiet, in situations when I don't know people very well. It is just like, because I don't know when to talk. I don't know what to say. I don't know what kind of humor people like. I don't know what, like, maybe am I going to speak too late and the conversation is going to fully already move off to the next topic that I don't know about, or like there's just so much that goes involved with communicating with people that, like, when I know people, I can pick up on that flow effortlessly. I can understand where things are going. I can understand the humor we have. I can understand the vibe and the connection. People I don't know, it's just like it's just a myriad of problems in my brain. I just get so overwhelmed with like trying to do the right thing, or say the right word, or say the right timing, or whatever. Make a funny comment, and it's scary. But you have to do it over and over again to get better at it. So it's just like, you know, it's tough. It's tough. That's how I feel with school. That's how I feel with family events like celebrating Christmas. Oh yeah, for sure. I get that fully. That was very much me in school as well. And also like with family things, I honestly, I don't go to any family things. I don't like going to them. See you later, Kisa. Have a good one. Yeah, I'm not a big, I don't know. I don't go to family events that often if I can. And my parents don't really blame me because I'm not a very, I don't know, they know that I'm not super into all that socializing and everything. They are aware that I'm, if possible, likes to avoid every social interaction with my family. My extended family, rather. I don't know. My extended family is weird because, like, on my dad's side, they never liked my mom and me, and like my sister, like my, you know, us as like a family. So they were always kind of like standoffish with us. So that's like a horrifying concept. Like, imagine getting married and then dealing with in-laws and family members that just don't like you at all. That's terrifying to me, like conceptually. Like, I don't know, that's so scary. Because obviously, like, your life partner's your life partner, and like I don't think that family members should ever impact your connection with somebody else. In my opinion. I know people might have very different opinions of that, and like, especially if you love your family, you love your like extended family, and that's like important to you, I get that. I personally don't think that it's like, if you love somebody and they are good to you and you love them and that's fine, like you love them fully, that's fine. I don't think your extended family or your immediate family should have any bearing on that connection, personally. So, but doesn't mean that it wouldn't be isolating to have like someone's family entirely not like you. You know, like, that kind of sucks. It doesn't help that I find my family members annoying when they're all together. Oh, that's very fair. I feel that way with my family in general, so I understand. Oh no, that's the situation. That's crazy. Yeah, my family, my dad's side of the family did not like my mom's side of the family, or my mother, or me and my sister at all. They were not fans of us, for a myriad of reasons and everything. And so they, for like a majority of my childhood, like, did not invite. Like, they would invite my dad to things, they would not invite me and my sister and my mom. So, that was, like, a big thing where they used to kind of, like, butt us out of a lot of stuff. Smallest guy looking chewy? No! Don't chew me. Please, no. Only I can bite. You can't bite me. Actually, well, no, sorry. But no. Don't eat me, please. I don't taste like marshmallows, I promise. But, yeah, so I don't love my extended family very much. But... thank you for the 10 bits. I appreciate it. Thank you. Sorry, 100 bits. Thank you. Thank you for the 100 bits. I appreciate you. Thank you. Thank you, Tony. What was I gonna say? Yeah, I don't know. My mom is very strong for that, because I don't think I could, I don't know. I mean, I obviously, like, she somehow is okay with them now. I feel like I would hold a grudge forever. I don't know. If, like, I don't know. It'd be hard for me to forgive people like that, I think, personally. I still have a grudge for a lot of my family members that, you know, did not treat me and my sister and my mother very well, and I don't know. I'm not someone who can forgive that very easily. But, yeah. I mean, I applaud my mother for, being able to forgive people, I suppose, or move past it. I can't. But that's, you know. See that Biddy's up for the next Mimi collab? So true. Look like it tastes like pink Starburst. That's a good one. I like pink Starburst, so that's I accept that flavor profile. I would forgive but never forget. I can't do either. I'm petty and I hold everything against you. I'm the same. I'm a very petty person. In my brain, I don't see the sense of forgiving people personally. If someone has shown me their true colors in the way that they treat me and they act with me, I don't really care to figure out how they've maybe atoned for it or been better. Like, I don't care. Like, you sucked then, and you should know that you sucked then. So I don't, like, why would I forgive you? Like, it doesn't help change anything you did in the past. How does that, like, change anything at all? I feel like, I don't know. when someone is like that, like, obviously there's like small things. Like, I'm not gonna be an awful person to like people that I care, like my friends who make a mistake. Like, that's whatever. That's, who cares? But like my family members who like shun my entire, like, my family, like my immediate family, I'm not gonna forgive you. No, that's not happening. That's not happening. Hello, Tyra, how's it going? Real ain't real fam if they treat you like that? Yes. I mean, that's completely fair that you wouldn't forgive them because that's crazy. Yeah, it is crazy. Like, no. That way, if I wrong you, you could probably deserve it. Also true. Also true. Yeah. I just feel like, I don't know. Forgiveness is important when it's actually to someone who deserves to have it. And I feel like those people in my family don't really deserve to have it, so I don't like going to see them. I'm not a big fan of going to see my extended family. But yeah. It's why I'm very grateful that my parents don't care who I see romantically at all. Like, they are, like, happy for me if I like somebody, but they are, like, personally, they kind of don't, like, they don't want to have their thoughts, impact my thoughts in relationships. They rather have me make my own thoughts and my own opinions and stuff like that. So, like, they're, you know, if I were to ask them for an opinion or ask them about their thoughts on something, they would tell me, like, you know, I have asked them many times about their thoughts about things, and they will tell me if they're like, oh, you know, I feel this way or that way, whatever. But, you know, if I don't ask, they're not going to provide me any information. They don't really care to. Which I appreciate. It's probably because I dated a lot of people in the past. They're probably like, okay, we're kind of give up on you. In a nice way, they give up on me. They're like, you know what, do whatever you want. As long as you're happy, do what you want. So, that's nice. I ate 4 stars. You have 4 stars. It means that you've checked in 4 times. This maneuver isn't looking the way that I want it to, but he just, you know, it's fine. It works. Yeah. It was very easy to rob. What? Please don't rob me. I don't want to be robbed. Have I told you guys one time that I left my wallet at Target for 10 days? I left my entire wallet at Target because it was the self-checkout, and sometimes when I check out, I put my wallet on top of the little checkout thing, and I guess I picked up my bags and I just forgot my wallet. So it was just there for 10 days. And the reason it was 10 days is because I, in my full amounts of wisdom that I have, was like, oh, my wallet is somewhere. I know it's somewhere. I know I left it either in my room somewhere or in, like, my friend's car, and it's fine. I'll grab it. It's okay. And I was like, yeah, it's fine. And then when it wasn't anywhere, I was like, huh, that's not great. So I called Target, and they're like, oh, yeah, we do have a wallet that's been here for, like, 10 days. I'm like, so, about that, that's mine. Oh, Suika doesn't work. I'm sorry. Hold on. I have to add it in. I don't have Suika right now. Can my mods give a refund for it? I'm sorry. I haven't added it in. Hello, Venus. How's it going? Yeah. You can type it all out individually if you'd like. I just forgot to link the Twitch redeem with the actual word in TITS, so. My matcha set came in. I'm so excited. Oh, yippee! Matcha set! Owie. Yippee, yippee, yippee. That's fun. Yippee! Yeah, I never lose my wallet now, though. I'm very, once I make one mistake, I never make that mistake again for many a times. Because then it'll, like, stress me out for the rest of my life, where I'm like, I can't forget my wallet anymore. So, I'll think about it all the time now. So I'm very much, like, you know, fool me once person type of thing, where I'm like, nope, it'll never happen again. You should make matcha. Yeah, you should make matcha right now. Why not? A treat. Although it's late, and it has a lot of caffeine. Green tea's a lot of caffeine, so I would maybe not recommend it fully, but if you want to, you can. But I would say probably not, just because you would be... Not me having just resigned from Target and hearing you lost your wallet in one? Yeah, I did. I did lose my wallet in the Target. I didn't lose it, okay? I knew where it was. I just didn't have it. Sky, yeah, what's up? I mean, I do still want an all-nighter tonight. I mean, I do I want to... Yeah, I mean, you can, if you... Why would you do that? For what reason? For what reason? For what reason? For what reason? Hey, for what reason? Pokemon on the comfort stream. Hello, how's it going? Welcome in. Hello, Oliver. Her chibi looks puntable like a football. It probably would be puntable like a football, but please don't punt me. How's your day going, Oliver? Sky's a marshmallow? I mean, I guess, but don't eat me. Because I'm the first one at my work tomorrow, I can leave early. I mean, I guess if you want that matcha that bad, then hey girl, follow your dreams, follow your heart, do what you feel like is right, which is maybe making matcha at this time. That might be the way to go. And I'm not here to judge you on that end. I've had coffee much later than I should have coffee. And that does do a couple things to my body. If you remember, but I'm fake Wonderland. I'm binary now. Nice. Fun. We love that for you. Heck yeah. Welcome back in. Let's get one of those carries on your chest and yes, you can do that. You can do that. You can put me in one of those carriers and then put me in. Yes, yeah, you can do that. Put me in a carrier and let me be with you 24/7 and pat my head all the time. That's perfect, actually. You have full allowance for that one, actually. Full allowance. That's allowed. Humorous? Yeah, humorous. There he is. I wanted to draw the little pose he has going on as this little guy. I can't do it that well because he doesn't have like joints like that, but we're trying. We're trying it. Trying it out. Yeah. There is something that's really nice about getting your head pat. I'm not gonna lie. Like, thank you for the head pat. There isn't, like, I don't know. It's just a nice feeling. Someone playing with your hair, someone like patting your head. Just like soft little, like intimate touches is really nice. Small little things. We have not drawn Tinkaton yet, unfortunately. We're doing it by randomization, so whatever the numbers land on me, it's what we get. Small little acts of intimacy is really nice. Maybe because I'm a very like physically affectionate person with like, my partner specifically. I like, I don't know, anything that's like any touching is like, I think very, very nice, very comforting in my brain. When I hear someone play with my hair, it's great. When someone plays with your hair, it's wonderful. I know, I like small things like that are nice, I think, personally. What else is nice like that? Trying to think. There are plenty of things I think are really nice. I yearn for someone in general. Oh, Kazuo. That's so fair. Hey, it's fair. I understand. Yearning is so real. Corliss? Yes. Cling clang. Yeah, cling clang. Yeah. Sky is a small thing. I am a nice small thing. Thank you. I am a nice small thing. I got an unhealthy obsession with a Pokemon character. So real. I get that. This is why I love Nibby. So true. I understand. Your walking red flag of a boss? Yeah, my walking red flag of a boss. As long as it gets you to get through the day, I get ya. I understand. I was shrine, sadly. Hey, I get it. I've had shrines in the past of characters and of things. I understand. I had a Bakugo shrine for a majority of my high school, middle school years. I get it. I get it. Sounds going off, actually? Oh my goodness. Yeah. Nibby's meant to be kind of not the best person ever, but I think he's funny. That's real. That real, yeah. I know what you are. Oh, this shrine would have a Nibby if he had made things of him. You know? I have to become successful just so I can make you merchandise for Nibby. Kazuo, this is just for you. I gotta become successful so I can do that for you. So I can spend money on making merchandise. Maybe the dream will be real one day? Yeah. Maybe it will. Who knows? Who knows? I liked making merchandise when I did, though. Making merch is fun. Making stuff is cool in general. Thinking about what people would like to buy is cool. I mean, unless it's a bit of a headache to think about, like, oh, what would sell, what wouldn't sell well, and whatever, and then maybe missing the mark sometimes kind of sucks, but sometimes it's kind of fun to think about it. I don't know. If Kazuo had infinite money, you would be rich, Sky. So true. It was so random. You became a big streamer. I was so happy, and there was so much Nibby art, and oh my god, it was beautiful. Aw. I'm glad you think of me. That's very kind. I'm glad your subconscious thinks of me enough that I'm in your dreams. I've had some weird dreams in my life, though. I don't even know how some of them happen, because I dream of people that I haven't talked to or thought of for a very long time. Like, why are you here? So I don't know how those work. I heart you. I heart you too, Kazuo. I appreciate you. You're great. Very kind to me. Kazuo is a real one for real. I may become a VTuber one day and have a model, but I wouldn't stream on TikTok and my program sucks. Oh. I don't know. Streaming on TikTok feels weird. I don't know how I feel about the vertical situation for that. I have, in fact, deleted my TikTok anyways. I don't really want to use TikTok anymore. For a few reasons, but I just, you know, even then I never really used TikTok anyways. I had it there just for the sake of like, oh, I have a TikTok because I'm a streamer and I have to, and now I just don't have it anymore. I get dreams of going to school physically and I always hate it. Oh, I feel that. I've had so many nightmares of me being lost at school, not knowing where my class is and stuff like that, and that is the worst ever. I've been out of school for 4 years, out of like high school, which is what my dreams are mostly about, like high school, school, for like what, 8 years at this point? Younger, I mean, I don't know. Traumatized enough that it comes up in my head, I suppose, or whatever. Who knows? Who knows how dreams work? Would love to know how that works one day. Would be cool if we could find proper, like, actual ways to research how dreams function and how people think about dreams and stuff. All my online friends are on TikTok? Ah, that's fair. The worst part is always that it's my elementary school. I feel that. Most of them are modeled after my high school, but I've had a couple that are, like, similar to maybe my middle school or whatever. But for me, most of my dreams have, the same setting. Like, if I have a dream of me going to the mall, it'll always be the same mall. Like, it'll be like every time I have a dream of that thing, it'll be the same mall. So every time I have a dream at school, it tends to be the same setup for the school. So I have like very specific dreamscapes in my brain for certain areas, and there are times where occasionally I'll have a dream and it'll be semi-realistic where I'll be like, oh, it's like actually my home. But I haven't had those, I don't have them very often, so most of the time I kind of have like different mental spaces for what these things are meant to represent. So, yeah. Yeah, it's called elementary school for, I think, yeah, Americans mostly. Grade school is, people do use grade school here as well, I think. Vaguely. I have heard people say grade school before. I think I've said grade school before. I think people do say grade school occasionally. The familiar layout is always unnerving to me. Also, ads got you. No worries. Yeah. I don't know why I'm doing it this way. I should just not color it in with one color, but and no, it's fine. School traumatizing forever. Actually, no, I will clear this actually, because I don't think it looks right. It's always funny to me when people like, because right now, isn't the thing like thinking about 2016? And I'm like, man, I was like so sad when it was 2016. I was severely depressed in 2016. So I personally do not want to go back to 2016. I'm happy at the current, I mean, not like happy, but like my emotional state in regards to other things is better than it was in 2016. So I don't really want to go back to that mentality there. 2016 kind of sucked for that reason. I'm like, I can't reminisce on it at all. My 2016 was so depressing. So, I don't know. It is weird getting like older and realizing people like see the things you lived through very differently than how you felt about those things. Which obviously is, you know, that makes sense because plenty of people feel differently about things. Also, I don't say thank you for the headbutt, but thank you. I don't know if I said anything. I forgot. My brain's not working so well today for whatever reason. But it's weird. Like, realizing that people have very vastly different experiences with, like, those years or, like, that time in their life as opposed to when it was your time in that life, you know? However you felt about it is very different from how other people will. Like, I'm sure, like, the people that I were kind of friends with back in school, I'm sure they saw it very differently than how I did. And it's always like, I don't know, it's interesting. I like to learn about how people feel about stuff. I'm very much nosy in that aspect where I'm like, I like knowing stuff. I like knowing why. I like knowing what people think and what they say and whatever. I like to be made aware of stuff. things like that are kind of, I don't know, fun to me. It's why I used to like love psychology a lot, because like for me, psychology and physics were like my favorite classes because they explained stuff in real life. Like they explained people and they explained the world, and that was fun for me to like learn about like real life applicable things, you know? Learning about how certain things work and whatever is cool, and learning about how certain people think and for whatever reason is cool. So like I always really enjoyed those classes where I'm like they are applicable to my life actively, and you know, it's why I did want to be a psychologist or a therapist for a while, but then, you know, did not do it, did not stay with it, obviously. I think about often how my mother, I Pokemon Agile, yippee, welcome back. I think about often how my mother, she'd rather me be an artist than ever be a psychologist. I think that's very funny to me. I understood where she was coming from, but it was very funny to hear that as someone who, like, you know, did not think that my parents would support me doing art as my, like, life, and so it's very, very, like, huh, okay, sure. I guess. And back, welcome back, Rebru, hello. Hello, hello. Tiptree, yeah. This little guy, I made him do the humorous little pose because I thought it was funny. Can't really do it that well with him because he has a weird joint situation, but, you know, he's there. Alright, who's next? Whee! Oh, 1002! Yippee! We have a newer Pokemon. That's who that is. Oh, it's Shinpo! Oh my god, little guy! Little baby! Little baby guy! Oh my goodness! This is wonderful. This is perfect. This is before our last Pokemon, because we have like 40 minutes, and I think I'll probably take time to do him for 40 minutes. Oh my god, he's so cute! Hello, Shampoo! You're so cute! I love you. Where is my... I need to make my canvas bigger. He's so cute! Shampoo, look at him! Baby! Baby guy! Baby thing! This is so exciting. I love him. Let me save my file because that scared me. It took too long to load, and that made me nervous. Made me nervous. Okay. Over here you go. Stubborn pal Holmes. I forgot that you had a hard time getting him. Can I have a bow? I can give him a bow, yeah. Can I have him holding his mouth? His tail? Can I do that? He'd be like this, facing this way, maybe? Hold on. I need to think about how... He's like a worm. He's kind of a weird anatomy he's got going on here. So, hold on. We'll do it like... We'll face this way, because it'll be easier for me to figure it out if I do that. If I make him face this way, and then... Hold on, I'm trying to think. How do you sit? You're like a weird mix between like a ferret. Yeah, he's like a ferret, but like yeah, he's like long legs. I'm trying to think about how to make him like, because initially I was gonna make him like curl up and like sleeping like this, but thinking about where to put his his teeth or his little like these things, I don't know how that would work. So I don't really know. How do I? Okay, I know I want you to hold your tail in your mouth. And then you have little things go off from this side and this side, and that's fine. Tail goes in here. And then, therefore, tail has to be like there, like this way, like around this way. Like that. So then, body is like here, vaguely. Body's like this, vaguely. Like that, so he's like sitting. Yeah, I'll have him sitting, and then he's, what is it, belly up? Oh, like he's like laying down? And then his tail's like here. Like that. That's also a possibility. That's also a possibility. Like really lay down like that, yeah. That's also pretty cute. Little creature like this. Lay down. What would be easier for me is the question I'm trying to think about. I'm kind of like mildly attached to this pose but I also don't know if I can fundamentally actually do it. Maybe I can? Okay, why don't we try the difficult pose, and then if I can't do the difficult pose, we will make it easier for myself, and then we'll change it to that one. Oh, hi, Baru! Oh, I think I know what's happening. Hi, Baru! Welcome! Welcome, welcome! Hi! How was everything? How's it going? Hello! Did a certain someone tell you that I'm here, that I exist? Is this a certain someone's fault? This song is... Bro, hi! This is... How's it going? Yeah, you got outed? I got outed. Hello, hello, hello. It's all his fault, to be honest. Yeah. I figured. How you doing? Welcome. We're drawing Pokemon. How are you? Bum, bum. Good song for this pose that I'm trying to do. I saw you're playing Resident Evil today, yeah? If I remember correctly, I think I saw. I poked my head in for a little bit, but I had to do other things, so I couldn't stay for a lot. Dum, bum, bum. This is You got anatomy here, little creature. I have to figure this out. I've never drawn him really. I love, as I mentioned earlier, I love being ambitious. I initially what, like maybe a year ago or whatever? Oh, you're sweet. Aw, I appreciate it. A year ago, I bought needle felting with I bought like a kit of needle felting stuff with the intention to make a little shampoo for Kay. I've never needle felted in my life. So that was a really, really ambitious desire that I personally internally had. Did not do that because, well, two things. One, because they actually ended up making it a plushie of shampoo anyways, so I didn't have to worry about making one. But two, I'd, wouldn't be able to do it, I don't think. I was like, I can't make that actually, at all. That's hard. That's a hard thing to make. That's a difficult thing to make an entire, and I also wanted it to be big. Like I wanted it to be like holdable size, like a hand, like a big plushie type of thing. And I love biting off more than I can chew in projects. I love doing that. It's very cool and doesn't make me stressed out at all. I do it very often, unfortunately. I don't know, I can't help it. I'm always like, oh, I have an idea. And then the idea is way above my skill level. And it's hard for me to know what my skill level is when I have a lot of is it audacity? Is it just confidence? I don't know. It's like misplaced confidence, I suppose. But I'm like, I can do that, surely. I know how to do a thing like that, of course. And I don't. I really don't. I want to. I don't, though. I do not. But that's okay. You gotta learn somehow. I mean, I'm better at needle felting than I used to be, for sure. Nowadays, I'm like, okay. I'm not like super good. But I'm better at it than I used to be. I know how to make details, and that's like the important thing. I know how to make details, I know how to make fun shapes. And I do needle felt like as oftentimes as like my go-to what's the word? Hobby or like craft whenever I'm a little bit bored or whatever. I will needle felt. That is my immediate go-to thing to do. So that is the one that I'm often, if I have some extra time in my day or whatever, I'll needle felt. I think it's fun. I think needle felting is very fun too. And you can make anything you want. Like, it's very easy to make stuff. I mean, obviously, making an entire plushie is very difficult, but you can make like a tiny little creature, and that's fun and easy. Although I find most crafts kind of fun and easy to do anyways. I like, as long as I can like get a little bit of like a learning period of it, I think they're fun. I pick up a lot of hobbies overall. A lot of fun little crafts that I do. Like I picked up how to do like some like little jewelry making. Because my mom bought some beads and I was like, oh, that looks fun. And then I have some beads now and they are fun. It's fun to make stuff. I like making things with my hands. That's why I like ceramics a lot. I wish I took a ceramics class when I was in university. Unfortunately, I never did. Would have been fun. Would have been really fun to make little things out of ceramic clay and stuff, but I didn't think about it. It's like, I think my one big gripe about university is that I was like so focused on getting my degree and leaving the school that I really didn't experience a lot of more unique classes because I was like, no, I want my degree and I want to leave. And so, even though I definitely had the chance to take a bunch of more classes, I never did, and I really do regret that. That is like something that I am, and also that I regret that I never, like, I wasn't a tryhard in university at all. I was the exact opposite. I did my work very well. I did it very, like, on time. I was very fast with my work and whatever, but I never tried to go the extra mile in school, and I do kind of regret that. I feel like I should have done more. I kind of wish I was a bit more, I don't know, like, I don't know, I wish I was, like, a bit more motivated in school for that like, to do better. But for me, as long as I met the requirements and I got the grade that I needed to, I wasn't super one way or the other. Like, I didn't really care that much to make a product that I was specifically proud about, which I definitely regret. I wish I was more proud of the work I did in university. So, if anybody wants to go to art school, that would be, like, my #1 advice, is to actually make work you're proud of, because you can use all the work you make in university for portfolios. And so, that is something that I definitely strongly would say, is that if you're going to school that's like, especially if you're going to school that's like in general like going for your career, I would say if you can keep the work you do in that school to be something that you're proud of and you like doing and that you feel like you want to show people, then that's how you should go about it. Because I don't want to show anyone any of my university work ever. I'm pretty embarrassed by them. They're all kind of mediocre at best, and it's, you know, I'm still trying to do the bare minimum with school, and I still struggle with that. Yeah, that's fair. We're proud of you for everything you've accomplished, Sky. Aw, thank you. That's very sweet, Forrest. Aw, I appreciate you. Thank you. Also, welcome in, Ash. How's it going? How was your stream? You are welcome to hang out if you want to, but Ash, please go to your after stream to get some food, water, rest. Do what you gotta do after your stream. What were you guys up to? What are you guys doing today? What are we doing? What's our stream? Everyone from Ash's stream, you guys are welcome to hang out as well. But please, take care of yourself. Do what you need to do. Thank you for the care package. Thank you, thank you. Everyone, get something to drink, hydrate with, and then sip if you're able to, and switch if you're able to. Yippee! I was just looking at room setup since I'm considering redoing my setup. Ooh, fun! Did you find anything you liked a lot, or are we still a little bit lost on what we want to do with our space? That's fun, though. I want to go back to college, but I know it'll be rough. I mean, yeah, that is fair. College is pretty tough anyways. Like, but I think that if it's something that you really want to do and that you want to kind of put your head against, then, you know, it's worth it for sure. But I understand. School is rough. I can't even think about going back to university ever. Like that? Or, like, more like maybe like this? We'll do like that. Yeah. Yeah, university something. But welcome in. Guys, feel free to hang out if you want. We're just doing Pokemon. We're doing one last Pokemon drawing for sure. I mean, I could maybe shove one more in here, but I think I'll probably focus on making this guy look really cute. So, this will be our last Pokemon for today as I try to figure out how to make Xianpao look like a cute little creature that's laying down. I could also like make him just like stand up, you know, like it's not like I don't have to make him laying down. I could just like have him like stand up and he's hanging his tail like this and he's silly, you know, but I don't know. Thank you for the head pat, Solar, thank you. Was getting mood board type of ideas, like the greenery stuff, having some bit of wood, darker wall colors, I think, and I got some good things out of it. I hope art is going well. It is going well. It is going well. Thank you for asking. That's good though. Man, when it comes to like furnishing and decorating, I feel like you can never stop. It's been a year since it's been like over a year since I moved into my apartment, and I feel like I still am never gonna be satisfied with how I have things set up right now. I'm like, I still want to change things around. I was still thinking about like, oh, what is better to have in my house or not, whatever. So, I get that. You also make it do the ferret flop? True. The quick duel you did look like a stick bug? It did. It did. That it did. That it did. Oh, you guys can't even see anything. I'm not drawing him in the right area. Sorry, hold on. Let me move him here, and I'll move the actual Xianpao reference over here, so you guys can see things a bit better. My big head is in the way. I'm sorry. Sorry. Yeah, I kind of want to... I do think about, like, changing my room sometimes. What's over here? Hello, Floof. How's it going? Welcome, welcome. We're talking about Pokemon and room setup stuff and furnishing rooms. I want to go look at Facebook Marketplace sometime soon and just like look at what they got going on there and like see if there's something that I actually want to have. Big brain equals big... Sorry, big head equals big brain. Exactly! I got the biggest brain of them all. That's me. Sky, famously known for her intelligence. Famously known. Very famously known. That's all you know, right? You know because I'm smart, right? Surely. Surely. When you make a bunny model of you? Ooh, we could go for a stream, maybe. Skill, should I make a snack? You should make a snack. I might get a snack after stream anyway. You should make a snack. Make a snack. It's just very stagnant type of vibe, a good gaming setup, but I just don't really feel like it's my real personality currently. Oh, that's so real! Oh my god, Ash, so real. That's me right now, too, with my apartment. My living room is nice. It's well decorated. It looks like, you know, it looks well put together. I just don't think there's a lot of me in it, which I think is kind of sucky. So I understand. I very much get it. I think it's important to make sure where you live feels like a place that you live in, that you like and that you know, whatever. Yeah, I mean, I like my apartment, obviously. I like the way it's decorated. I think it's fine. But I definitely think that it could be a little bit more of me as a person, so I very much understand you. I'm giving him like little, he's like folding his little paws in there. Does he look cute? Does he look kind of cute this way? Because if we don't like this pose, I can change his pose to the other one that we had before. I kind of think I want his foot to go in here. Let me see. I want a snack. I'll do it later. I'll get snack when I end stream. He looks cute. Okay, I'm gonna give him like the proper loafing vibe for him. I'm gonna make this tail make sense. I need to make sure that like it looks like it's coming out from the right area and not like it's like randomly appearing from the side of his body. It is nice drawing creatures though. There's something that's like very like therapeutic, I guess, or like it's different from drawing like humanoid things because like I don't know, they're so shape. I mean, humans are shape as well, but animal and like creatures and Pokemon especially, they're so very shapely. They're very shapely little guys, and it's much more like easier to kind of figure out how to like make things make sense because like you can just like slap a shape on there. Non-human things are fun. They are just fun. You're right. They are just very fun to do. Something about them that is just like, you know, something just different from drawing. Also, I draw people all the time. I'm always drawing humans, like constantly. That's like all I do for commission work, basically. So it's nice as a little break because it doesn't feel like I'm doing any work when I draw like little creatures. They feel like they're different. They're wholly, you know, unique from my actual work set of stuff. So it's good. Do I give him little closed eyes? That he's like happy? He's holding his little tail in his mouth and he's happy. I'm looking over the redeems and I love how there's low-key coupons in it. Yeah, there are coupons in it. Yeah, if you watch me enough, I feel like it's reasonable to give you like a little like extra thing for supporting me for so much. Yeah, I think it's fair. I think it makes sense to me because I'm like, yeah, you guys are here to hang out with me and you spend a lot of time with me, and I feel like that's, you know, that's very nice. I guess I get to ask this now, but do they stack? What? Which one? Sorry, I forgot. What are my redeems for? Which ones do they stack? Oh, the discount stuff? Huh. It's a good question. I mean, I guess you could. I don't really see why. Like, I mean, I wouldn't really. I wouldn't like throw a fit about it. I think you could if you wanted to. But I don't know. I guess I haven't really thought about it as like a hard yes or no type of thing. I'm like, it's if you want to. I guess so. Why not? If you've watched me enough that you can stack coupons, girl, go for it. If that's physically possible, if that's you got enough points for that, then yeah, girl, go for it. That's how I would feel, I think. Because that is a lot of points to have. 3 years! Oh my god, I'm old. 3 years, 2 months, and 18 days. How does it feel to know me for 3 whole years? Isn't that insane? Are you sick of me? Are you sick of me? Wait, I have FOMO? FOMO is so funny. 2 years, 10 months, and 5 days. Never ask such questions again. That lies? Did you unfollow me randomly at some point before by accident? What the heck? I mean, it's possible that Venus has followed me from before. Because I did stream as a facecam streamer for a little bit beforehand. So maybe if Venus followed me from that, that's possible. Yeah, it's very possible if Venus followed me from there, and that's a possibility. Because Kiora has followed me for a very long time. He's not here right now, I guess, to prove it, but he had followed me for a very long time. I didn't see the facecam streams, but I did know about your Twitch. Yeah, you did. Yeah, I definitely, I was a person who did Twitch stuff. I mean, vaguely. I got affiliate with my facecam streaming, and then I never streamed again. Because it got too much work to juggle being a university student who had to do art projects and be a streamer. And also, I hated schedules, and I also hated having to be a person. Because it was during the time that I was, like, popular on TikTok, and so it was like, I had to be a human being and be whatever, and it was exhausting to be that way, and so I hated doing it. And so, yeah. I think I might think about our before friendship before you started properly streaming. Yeah. Okay, no, that's right. I just feel like you stream for longer. I don't. Hey, Venus, never do that again. I hate that. I hate that word that has become a thing now. I don't like it. Don't like it. Don't do that. Don't do that. I hate that so much. I'm so sorry, Queen. It's okay. I'm mostly joking, but I will not repeat it if you ever type it again. I also do hate schedules like that. I when I was a bit younger, when I like started streaming before, I couldn't do them. I don't mind them nowadays because it helps me keep myself on track. But when I was like juggling an actual real schedule and then, you know, doing my own personal schedule, it was very annoying. I hate to be a person. Yeah. You can behead me at dawn. No, I will not behead you. It's okay. I understand. Where's his foot? How does this It's like that maybe? How'd I I'm trying to make it look like he's like loafing. It's kind of hard. Let me look at a reference of a cat loafing so I know how to draw a loaf creature in the first place. Cat loafing. How do they look? How does cat look like? Man, you don't even see, like, actually, you can kind of see their back hind leg a little bit. So it's more like like this shape in the back of the little back leg. You only see. Also, I could like make the tail go up like that maybe instead. That might be better to deal with than having to do it the way that I was doing it before. And that might be a bit easier. This song is pretty. What song is this? Sorry. It's a pretty song. Guys, I am back in my 2010s, 26, 2013, 14, like pop punk mentality. I found this artist recently that his music sounds exactly like that type of music, and I was like, well, I guess we're going back in time. And I've been listening to all of my older little bands that I used to love when I was younger. We are back in there. I like how he loaf. Yeah, he loafing. He loafing. Heck yeah, yeah. We're back in the building, baby. I love me some Never Shout Never. So funny. I also think about how like younger Sky, I guess, was just like going through it emotionally a lot of the time. That I think it's so funny to look back at those songs that I used to love and like relate to so heavily as a kid, and be like, girl, we're okay now. But it's so funny. He also is like kind of like a puddle. Like I think he's like made of snow vaguely, because like he has a little drip here. So I feel like he's like vaguely made of snow. So I'm gonna make sure that he looks a little bit like he's a snow pile. Wish I told my younger self that. You know, you get better. Things get better. Things are okay as you get older. I know it's like very like what's it called, like cliche to say, but it does. I assure you, I don't think ever in my life I could anticipate myself being as happy and as confident as okay as I am currently. Of course, there are new things that happen in my life that, new things that I have and new things that I have to experience and be a person of, but like, truly is great. So much different than I used to be. I am very lucky to live the life that I get to live right now. The music is perfect for this! Just timing some inspirational stuff, but yeah, no, it's really like, I don't know, I'm very happy as a person, like, relationship-wise, and my own person as a human being. Like, I feel like I'm much different than I used to be. I feel like I'm more of like a self-assured human being. And like, I get to be in a relationship that like I love very dearly and that means a lot to me, and that's like really important to me as well, because like that's something that I feel like is important for my own like happiness in life. So I am very lucky in that sense. And like when I was younger, I don't think I would ever see myself having like a relationship like that I have currently. So things like that are really big for me. And then like I don't think I would ever been like living on my own and having my own place and learning all these new skills and making new friends that I never met before, that I just made them out in public randomly, and that's cool. That's like, younger Sky could have never done that. I could never talk to people randomly like that at all. I couldn't even order at like a restaurant with comfort. And I couldn't ask for help at like a store. So like, the fact that I go up to, I don't go up to you, but people go up to me and I can talk to them, I can, converse with them and feel like I'm comfortable with that is very, very wild. Tell your present self this, because your present self will eventually become your younger self. Oh, that is very true. That's very, very true. I love growing and evolving as a person. Yeah, me too. Touch-starved greedy bunny. So true. Well, to be fair, younger bunny wasn't touch-starved. She was just sad. I just had really bad relationships. I've always had bad relationships. So I was never like inherently touch-starved because I was never really single for very long, but I also was never happy in any relationship I ever had. And that was like what it was. Like I was just never truly happy with them, and things were never good. People weren't good people to me. People didn't treat me very well. And like every romantic kind of encounter, romantic type of situation I was in was never really good. Like people were really mean. People were not super cool. And so even my younger relationships, they were never super good either. I've had a lot of past partners that just never were good. So the current me having a relationship that I adore and that I love and that I would never trade for anything in the world is just something that I never really thought that I could have, really. I don't know, I just, when you are like so tunnel visioned into what you're used to having and what you feel like you deserve, you get like, like what like level of care and affection from someone you felt like you deserve you had, and then like someone like, is very different from what you thought like you deserved because you've just been in bad situations. It's very weird. It's very weird because like, you assume you deserve the worst all the time. Sorry, I didn't know how to say it like nicely, but like when, you've only ever been in bad relationships, it's like, oh, I guess I just deserve that. Like, I guess it's just how I'm supposed to be for the rest of my life. So it's just very different, you know what I mean? I felt that, yeah. It sucks. I'm sorry you feel that way. I'm sorry that you understand that feeling. That sucks. I hope that you don't feel that way anymore, but it's a terrible way to feel. Right now, I'm trying to fill up my own cup. That's good. That's very, very good. That's very good and very important. Yeah. Yeah. It's weird. It's weird. I'm very, very grateful at 2K. Like, tremendously grateful. Like, it's, I don't know. I'm very happy about that I feel like someone's in my life that doesn't, like, treat me like shit. Sorry. There's better ways to say it, and I have to swear to say it because I just don't know how else to say it. Like, it's just true. It's true, I don't know how to say the words the way that I want to say them, but I am very grateful. I'm very grateful. And I hope that I can convey that to him, like, all the time. I try my best to convey that, because I think it's very important. It is very true. You know my ex. You know how awful he was to me. I mean, you don't know everything about that, but, like, that relationship really destroyed me. That really wrecked my, just, emotional state a lot, so I'm just very lucky that I currently live a life that I have a partner that is incredible, and I love him to, like, death. I love him so dearly. So, yeah, I'm just lucky in that sense a lot. Like, I think about it very often. Remember when we mentioned him and your heart rate freaking spiked? Yeah. 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 When I see someone who's deserving of all the love go from crappy relationships to ones that actually make them feel loved, it restores my faith in humanity. Yeah, it's great to know when people get, like, you know, a good relationship in their system and stuff. Thank you for the care package, Venus. Thank you, thank you. Joel does not stop yapping about how much he's in love. I have not talked about Kay in a while, actually. I've consciously actually stopped talking about him. I've consciously made an effort to not talk about him all the time. So, actually, yeah, Hoopla knows who my ex was a lot, and it's really funny because he can attest that, like, people did not know how bad it was until things, like, ended, and then people found out about everything, because I was like, oh, I guess I should tell people what happened in my life for the last 3 years. Yeah. And being the allegation that he's always on your mind? Of course he's always on my mind. That's not even an allegation, that's the truth. He is always on my mind. He's my dearest boyfriend. I love him dearly. He doesn't leave my mind ever. Of course not. I wouldn't. That's not even a thing that I would even have the real the real reason to lie about. It's not an allegation if it's true. Yeah, of course he's always on my mind. I love him very dearly. He's very important to me. And I'm very grateful to him because I am kind of a weird person a lot of the times. And so I am very grateful that he, no matter how weird I am sometimes, he's very understanding about it and is willing to talk to me and let me be silly. And I appreciate that a lot because I know that I'm not maybe the easiest person to talk to or deal with sometimes. Okay, I'm easy to talk to, but I'm not easy to deal with, I guess is the way I want to phrase that. So I appreciate that he's very patient with me. That is something that I am very, very grateful for, that he's very patient. I never tell him that because I think it's embarrassing to mention that. I'm like, oh, whatever. Because I don't want to... What is it called? I have recently tried to stop saying sorry for everything all the time, right? I have a habit of it, but I try to stop it, right? And what is the word? Alternatively, I also am trying to stop making people feel like I'm sorry for, like, I don't want to talk like I think that they're sorry for me, you know? Like, I'm like, oh my god, thank you for, like, being so, like, kind and patient with me, like, you're so, like, that feels kind of weird to say to somebody sometimes, but, like, I don't want to, you know what I mean? Like, I don't want to be like that with somebody where I'm like, oh, you know, whatever, but I really appreciate how patient he is with me. He's very patient, he's very understanding, he's very, like, he hears me out no matter what, and he understands that I have, you know, past traumas, and so he gets that maybe I'm a bit weird sometimes about stuff, and so I really, really tremendously appreciate that, because it's like, obviously, I know I have to deal with things on my own, like, I know that I can't, like, put all of my traumas onto him, and so I try really actively to learn how to think about things better, and think about how to deal with my emotions better, and deal with, like, some of the things that, like, kind of bubble up in my system that I know aren't healthy. And so I try doing that a lot on my own, but whenever I can't handle them on my own, I do end up, like, they kind of end up over bubbling and, you know, boil over, and I have talked about certain things. And I appreciate that even when I talk about silly things, he still is very understanding in that way, and that he doesn't, like, blame me or make me feel bad for talking to him about silly stuff. Because it's hard enough to talk about your feelings in general, but when someone makes you feel, like, bad about talking about your feelings, that's even worse. When someone, like, makes you feel like you're worse for it, it's not fun. Sometimes you just need someone who lets you be you. Yeah, why the soft, comfy bunny girl drops the most traumatic and heartbreaking horror stories, and you just have to take a seat and consider if humanity is deserving of another day. I appreciate you, Forrest. I appreciate you, cute bunny girl, handle with care. Yeah, please handle me with care. I am, unfortunately, very fragile, emotionally. I am unfortunately a very... I don't know, I've been through a lot. I've just been through a lot in my life, and I just, I don't know. I pride myself on being strong mentally and emotionally sometimes, and a lot of that is me trying to force myself to be strong and emotional about things. Like, I try to, like, it's like fake it till you make it. I try to force myself to believe that I'm very confident and I'm strong enough to deal with certain things, but I know that I'm very much still very nervous. I'm a very anxious person. I'm very scared. I'm very afraid of being abandoned. I'm very afraid of being, you know, hated overnight for whatever reason. And I'm very afraid of all things like that. And I'm trying to be better at that, because it's important to not constantly be like that. But it's really hard too when, you know, stuff happens in your past and makes you feel like that. And so it's really hard. But it's important to know that that's a thing that you have to work on. It's important to know that is something that you have to deal with and think about and learn how to fix that issue. You know what? I'm so glad that you're here and thriving. Thank you for being you and thank you for being alive. Oh, Venus. Oh, my heart. Thank you. Thank you for you being alive. Thank you for hanging out. Thank you for being who you are. And thank you for, you know, being so kind to me as well. I appreciate that. You're so real. For that spin the track of Fortunate Son, we're going, I can't say that word, but we are going hunting. We're going jerk hunting. Yeah, I don't want to say that word. I can't, but yes, correct. Correct. I don't even know what he's doing nowadays, which I'm glad I don't have to think about that ever again. Oh my god, girl. Girl. I'm grateful. I'm very happy where I am right now in terms of a lot of things in my life. I mean, obviously there's things that are stressing me out in the world and of myself as well, obviously. I still have things that I have to work on and it's great that I have therapy. But like, you know, overall, I'm very happy and very lucky. Dill hole. Huh. Never heard of that word before. What is that supposed to be? It is a funny word. Top 3 Kamiyoshi, aww. The fact that I even qualify for that, that's crazy. Thank you, Venus. I appreciate you. I don't know. Huh. Alright, cool. Fun. I feel like I vaguely maybe have heard that word before at some point in my life. A lot of interesting words coming to this chat in the past few days. Yeah, we're learning, guys. We're learning. You can, listen. If anyone makes fun of you for watching streamers or a VTuber, just let them know that you're getting education. You're learning at my streams. You're learning. You're getting education, and it's incredible. You can't get that anywhere else. So just let them, like, you know, if you're ever worried about, like, you know, brain rot or whatever, you're learning. You're learning, all right? Slang insult for foolish, annoying, or contemptible person. Interesting. You know what? You know, you're welcome. I love it here sorry. I honestly love it here. I feel like I have the space to be calm, girly pop, girly girl. Yeah. It means foolish person. Apparently it's a US slang. Huh. I feel like I've heard it before, but yeah. That sounds about right. I'm glad you can feel like you can be a girly pop girly here. I hope that if anybody whoever hangs out on my streams, whether they're here to like hang out and lurk or even talk or whatever, I do hope that it is like a comfy space to be yourself in, because I feel like that's like, we talked about it yesterday, but I don't like the idea of ever having to put on a personality for things, and so like I do actively really try to be myself around people like this for streaming, and so if you also can feel you can be yourself around, you know, while you chat in here, then I am more than happy to be that space for you. I think it's important to let, like, you know, turn off all of the, what's the word? Turn off all the airs and stop trying to be like what people want you to be as a person. Just be yourself. Yeah, just embrace your girly pop girl. Exactly, embrace your girly pop girl. Do it. You can do it. I'm here for you. I am your girly pop, and we can be girly pops together. I also don't love that word, but it's really funny to say, so it's great. It feels so easy, and it feels so easy to be myself here. It does feel like a comfy space I can yap at 10 and indulge in without feeling awkward. Yeah, I'm glad. That's good. We're all girly pop girls here? Exactly! We are all girly pop girls here. I think it's really important for me, for people to feel that way, because I feel like I very often have to be a different person around people, and I think it's nice when I can just, you know, be myself, and I think that's good if you're able to get that break as well. Put the mask down and slay. Exactly! Yeah. Yeah, you're right. You're right. Put the mask down and slay. We can all slay. Man. Yeah, I'm glad. I'm glad to be that space, hopefully for you guys. You can slay. Everyone can slay when you're here. Period. Thank you. Yeah, period. Oh, I don't use this slang ever. Anyone who knows me and I talk to me, I never say any of these words ever. I've only started saying girl because my sister forever ago said girl help, and I started saying girl, and so now that's part of my vocabulary to say girl, but I never say any of these words ever. They're great words and I love them, but I don't say them. But oh god, so silly. I love the English language. Thank you for the save. I do need to say thank you. There's this one guy called the etymology nerd on Instagram, and I love his videos because he talks about slang and English a lot and like language origins. And I'm a big fan of learning about words and origin of words. It's cool. I might have said the word for bug knowledge instead of word knowledge. Entomology? I don't know how one of those ones. Study of word. I gotta draw his little, like, whisker thingies he has going on here. I forgot about these. I didn't even notice they were there. Yeah, I love when we talk about very silly things and they're like, now I did like, what, like a 30-minute long rant about my life? Sorry, guys. My bad. My bad, guys. Whoopsies. Sometimes it happens. Sometimes you can't contain the yap that is within my system, unfortunately. We be yapping, and I love to be yapping. Oh, goodness. These cats loaf are so majestic. I love kitty. English words are so strange. They are very strange. Doofenshmirtch. So true. English words are weird. Sometimes I'm very glad that I'm a native English speaker because the idea of having to learn English sounds like awful. It sounds vaguely hellish. And so I'm very glad that I don't have to learn it. I mean, I learn English every day, but I don't speak it well. But you know what I mean? Like, it's just interesting to think about it. It sounds awful to have to learn English like that. Like, I just don't... Ugh. Because there's so many rules that we don't actually adhere to when we speak too. And especially if like you're adding dialect into it too, like there's a lot of things that people who are native English speakers don't actively keep in mind when they speak. Because like, the way I talk when I'm very comfortable with someone is very different from how I talk when I'm supposed to be like a proper human being. And so it's like... if you get close to somebody and they start speaking English like just widely different, like what are you saying, you know? I got also like symbol. It's like a little cutie mark on his leg. Especially with all the slang and all the weird new stuff people are coming up with. Yeah, exactly. Especially nowadays. Oh my god, learning English from like someone online, it's horrible. Horrible. I would feel so bad for someone trying to learn English right now. And like, if you were trying to become fluent too, like not even just like learn it, but like try to become like someone who can like converse with other people. I'm sure, don't do that to me, Cosmo. Don't add that in my chat ever. I hate the current slang. I hate the way the current slang is shorthanded right now. They're all confusing and weird, and I don't like them. I don't like the slang that we have right now. I don't like it. I'm old, and I don't like new things. I love how you and the creators of Phineas and Ferb had similar thoughts about the word entomology, study of bugs, and entomology, study of words. Entomology and etymology? Etymology and entomology. God forsaken. Yeah, those words. Sure. God, seeing the typed is making me feel ever so violent. Yeah, I agree. Don't say that either. Forrest, no, we're not doing this. We're not doing- I hear those words every day. I'm so sorry, actually. I'm so sorry for you. That sounds awful. That sounds, like, actually terrible. I would cry if I had to go back to high school right now, like, let's say, like, whatever reason, I get turned back into, like, a 16-year-old or whatever, and I have to go back to school. I'd die, I think. I couldn't go. I'd become homeschooled. I wouldn't go. I would not go. I would simply just have to... I would have to just become homeschooled. I wouldn't be able to do it. I wouldn't be able to do it. This is one of the main reasons why I'm happy I'm being homeschooled. Yeah, I get it. I get it. Honestly, I get it. I would be... If I had to be around kids like that, oh my god. I'll take out the word. It's so true. God, my throat is dry. Hold on. Because I would die, especially with how kids act nowadays. Yeah, kids are, awful. Awful things those are. Blue. Starting school with a band. No. Yeah, I agree. My oldest finally stopped saying the unfunny numbers. Yippee! Oh yeah, I haven't even considered, because you do have kids. It must be so awful to have to hear your children say stupid things. It must be so hard. You'd be like, man. Though this tea's amazing, but I think I accidentally got a piece of wood in it. Oh girl, no, not the wood pieces in the tea. Oh girl, oh, I'm so sorry. That's so unfortunate. You could strain it, perchance? Maybe? That might help. How did Champao not cut his tail? I don't know, but it's we're just assuming he can do it somehow. He's magical. He's got a way to do it. He's got something, I'm sure, up his sleeve, up his paws. Thankfully, my recently turned 1-year-old just screams, and I did it, and hi. Oh, that's cute. You know, I don't condone bullying, but if I go back to school to high school in one day, sorry, if I go back to high school in today's age, I think I would be one. So fair. It's weird, right? Because back in school, the ones people got bullied were like people who liked anime and nerd stuff, and now nerds are everywhere. So who do they bully? Who do they bully now? Like who is the target for bullying? Is it like what do they do? Everyone? Like what is it now? Lockers will finally get used. Quiet kids? Oh. That's unfortunate. That are loners? Aw, that would have been me then. I would have still got bullied in today's society then. Same as always, those not in the know. That's, yeah, I guess so. I guess that is true. Also, hi, my love. I think I would be too, because in this day and age, I think some people should have sense bullied into them. Yeah, I don't think bullying is good. I do think that I became a better person because I was chastised a little bit. I don't think the bullying where you're like awful to people is okay, but I think the bullying where you learn how to be a functioning human being in society is okay. Bullying builds character? It does. TikTok should be bullied. So true, they should. I think you should just bully people who are bad people. Like, people with bad behaviors, I think. Like, people who are just, like, aren't hurting anyone, it doesn't really matter. But if you have, like, a really bad behavior and you're, like, being kind of a jerk to other people, then that's reasonable to bully them for. Like, bullying for, like, hobbies, I think is silly. That's whatever. Who cares about your hobbies? I don't, like, whatever. But if you're bullying because, like, they are, you know, like, awful, that's fine. But that never is really the case, though, because normally it's just people who are awful have the upper hand in most situations, unfortunately. Yeah, most people in school currently need to be bullied because all kids are awful now. Yeah, we should bully the guys who sag their pants. Certain influencers, true. Alright, we're almost done with Champao. Almost done with Champao. Hey, babe, have you been here the whole time? Just curious. Have you been here the whole time? Of course. Oh, okay. Okay. Whoops. I didn't realize you were here. Oh. Oopsies. I didn't know. No. Oh, God. Oh, man. Oh. Whoops. Anyone who hurts animals should be jumped too, true. That's so cute. I'm melting for a different reason. I'm embarrassed. Oh. Oh no, I'm sure my heart rate's like through the roof right now. No. Oh. Well, you know, I mean, to be fair, it's something I would say to him anyways, but like, it's... Can see the blush on your face. I'm embarrassed. Once again, it's not like I wouldn't say it if I knew that he was here, but I probably wouldn't have been as what's the word? What's the word I'm looking for? I would have had probably a little bit of reservation in speaking. You can hear the blush of the model. Oh man. This is, you know. You know what's really funny? I so badly wanted to say, what if Kay just lurks and hears all the sweet stuff? The thing is, like, I know he does lurk. I know that Kay does. He does tend to lurk here and there. But sometimes I'm like, oh, you know what? If he hasn't spoken up right now, then maybe he's, like, doing something else for a little bit. So I assume, like, oh, if he's not talking, like, because sometimes, like, if I say something that, like, might pertain to him, he might mention something. So I assume that if he doesn't mention, if he hears his name, he doesn't like pop up, then I'm like, oh, maybe he's doing something else for a little bit. So then I'm like, oh, I can be silly. I love when my bunny VTuber turns into a tomato. Blush so deep it's audible. Shut up. Evil, evil people in this chat. Sky would have tried and failed to restrain her crush on him. Yeah. It's fun. I appreciate that he lurks in my streams. It's nice. I think it's very sweet that he hangs out to hear me talk and chat, because I feel like he doesn't get enough of it by me texting him where I just yap to him about stupid stuff, so he just enjoys hearing your voice. I hope so, maybe. I hope he does. I'm embarrassed. This is stupid. Oh no! Oh my god. Oh, I'm so embarrassed. Oh, I'm so embarrassed. Oh my goodness. You heard all that and was probably grinning. I don't know, maybe. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe. He probably thinks my girlfriend is so silly. I love how much love how much love and happiness is in your streams and chat. Aw, I do too. I'm glad that you guys are nice and happy and chill. What is it? Chat reflects the streamer, or whatever they say. So I am a reflection of you, and you are a reflection of me. Yeah. And it just shows that I feel comfortable enough to talk about silly things that are a bit embarrassing openly. Goodness. Huh. Hell yeah, yeah, yippee! Yippee yippee! Okay, there's Shampao. Look at our little guy. He's pretty cute. I think we did a pretty good job of him. Oh, let me make his eyes a bit darker though, because they don't look like you can see him as well. I need to make sure that you can actually like read that he's got eyes. Should I like? I do kind of want to really quickly add in a little like shading for his ice, because I have shading on what's his name, on Reggie Ice. So Reggie Ice. So I feel like I should give him a little bit of shading too, so it looks like it's ice on him. Wee. Okay, probably. I love my silly goose of a girlfriend. She's so cute. Hopefully he thinks I'm endearing. I hope that's hopefully me being silly is endearing to him. I hope. It's all I can really wish for. Okay. You are my silly little Banui. Thank you, my love. I am happy to be your silly little Banui. Oh, man. Okay. I think I did a little bit, and then I'll do a little bit of, what's it called? Reggie Ice and its friend Qianpao. Yeah! They're friends. They hang out in the ice together. He has spoken, yes. Yes. Today's stream is so silly. Today's stream is a stark difference from yesterday's stream. Today's stream is so different. We're not having an ad. I'm about to end stream in like a minute. Hold on. Today's stream is so different from what we had yesterday. Oh man. Yeah, he's friend-shaped. Yeah, he's friend-shaped. Friend-shaped. Tippy. Oh, my throat is kind of hurting me though. I have definitely, I think from yesterday and today, my voice is a little bit raw, sadly. It's like, sadly. It's a little bit rough. Shampao. Yeah, Shampao. Yeah, because the impregnator didn't show up. Yeah, the impregnator did not show up today. So I'm allowed to be normal again. Friendship, but took forever to get inside the damn balls. Pissed me off. I'm so sorry, girl. I'm so sorry. I understand. I forget how he was when I fought him before, so I don't really remember. Thank you for the water. I will water. I will hydrate. If one hydrate as well, okay, take care of yourself. Rethink that sentence. Hello, Smurfus. How's it going? Hello. Welcome. You rethink that's so true. You didn't have the issue. Solar had the issue. That is still such a name. It's so funny. I'm good just drawing Golden Shadow the Hedgehog. Fun! Fun times. Art. Yippee! We love art. There's Shimpao. He's so cute. Look at him. Oh my god, he's adorable. Little baby. Little baby guy. Little baby guy. Aww. He's sitting. He's so cute. I like him. My mind has been off since the impregnator showed up. I apologize. Hey, that's so fair. I don't blame you. That's so fair. I might one day draw this drawing and make it like a little shaded and make it cuter. Because this is actually really cute. I might try to do him again later on at some point, make him look better. Same way that I feel about the Cleffa? Question mark? Because that's a very cute drawing that I'd like to fix up a little bit more too. Yeah, yippee! Oh my goodness. Ooh, my throat's a little bit dry. Alrighty. Thank you guys for hanging out. It was a good stream. It was a good time. Oh my god, we talked about so many things today. So many things. Okay. Let's see. Let's go over to here. Hello, Omni. Welcome. Go over here. Hold on, I become big. Let me see who's streaming. Thank you for hanging out, though. Tomorrow, I know I don't stream for the weekend, so I will see you guys on Tuesday for... What will I see you guys on Tuesday for? Something. I'll figure out my schedule, but I should... Oh, I'm not streaming on Friday. I know that. I'm gonna be busy on Friday, but I'll be streaming normally. What does next week's schedule look like? Probably Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Friday I'm not streaming. I got some plans. But yeah. Probably a mixture of Silksong. Oh, I'm normal now. Oh, I'm normal. You'd be normal. Probably a mix of Silksong. Maybe... I'll do a Pokemon drawing for next week probably as well, because I like doing them every once a week. What will I do else? What else will we do next week? Another game probably. We'll do 2 games and the art stuff. Had fun? Thank you for being here. I appreciate you. Thank you. I'm glad you had fun. I will see you guys on Tuesday if you want to hang out with me, obviously. And we will do stuff. Probably Silksong first thing for Tuesday is like my 70% chance. There might be a new game I find out to play. There might be a new thing that I want to do. Who knows? I don't know. We'll see. Things and fun stuff. Could be... I don't know. Who knows? Anyways. Let me see what I can read you into. Thank you guys for hanging out, though. As always, I'll see you guys on Tuesday if you want to hang out. Enjoy your weekend. Have a good Saturday and Sunday. Or if it's already Saturday, have a good Sunday. Thank you guys for spending time with me. I will send you guys to... Who's streaming? Let's see. Thank you for streams, guys. Thank you for being here. Have a good weekend. You too. Have a good one. I will send you guys to... I need new people to raid. I do need new people to raid. I like raid you guys into the same like 3-4 people. Need a new person to raid. I will just raid you into, No ads. Shush. For some reason I thought you had a longer dress in this model. What a strange whiplash between the skirt. Yeah, it's a skirt. It's a big puffy skirt. Other model is this one. This is long outfit. Yeah. Hope you enjoy the weekend. Hope you get some snow. I kind of hope I don't get any snow right now. The sidewalks are abysmal to walk on. I'll send you guys to Rain. Rain's drinking and having fun, I think. So that's fun. No, I don't do this! I don't do this! Wait, don't do this! I know, how could you? The timing go crazy. Well, okay, hold on. Mod's gonna give a quick shout out to I. Hello, I. L plus ratio stream more. I can't. I already streamed for 19 more minutes than I should have streamed for. Hello, though. How was your stream, I? Did you have a good one? What'd you guys do? I'll do a quick little hi to everyone, and then I'll send you guys off to somebody else. Thank you, Wolfos, for following. I appreciate it. Thank you, Kha'Zix, for following. I appreciate it. Welcome. Rumors Forum. Hello, everyone. Hi. Hello, I'm Sky. I'm an artist and gamer VTuber. I do stuff. I play games and I also draw a lot. Not a lot. I draw occasionally. Welcome in. Oopsies, I was, what's it called? I was drawing. Nice! Nice. Animating and yapping. Heck yeah, we were also drawing and yapping as well. We did some Pokemon drawing. Okay, I'll give you like 1 extra minute of my time. Hold on, I'll show you guys. Hold on. I'll show you guys the drawing we did. I'll give you 1 minute. I feel bad, because I hate whenever there's a raid and I'm like, I can't stream for long. Oh, I'm sorry. I wish I could give you more time to hang out. I apologize. Unfortunately, because I stream late now, my streams, I can't take them for too long. But I can show you guys what we did today. We did 4 guys. We did 4 guys over here. We did Shen Pao. We did what's his name? Shifrit something. This guy that looks weird, and then we did Frigibax that I don't like, so I made him crying because I wanted him to be sad. So he's crying. Yeah, we're drawing as many Pokemon as I can. Eventually, hopefully getting 1,025 of them, but yeah. I hate him too, don't worry. Yeah, I think he's stupid, so he's sad. And then we did these guys. Yeah, Shampoo's really cute. He's holding his tail like a normal snow leopard does. Yeah. Good times. I'll change back into my other outfit. Alrighty. Anyways, I'll send us back to where we were before. Thank you for coming in, though. I'm so sorry, but please go do your after stream care, get some food, water, do what you gotta do after your stream. Take care of yourself, please. It's important. And it's late, so make sure you get some food and whatever you need to do in your system. Yeah. What was I gonna say? I stream on Tuesday. I will be doing probably Silk Song, like 70% sure, but we'll see. Either way, sorry that I can't hang out for longer. Thank you for waiting into me. I appreciate you. We should hang out again. We should do a collab if you want to at some point. Let me know. Reach out if you have like a schedule that you're free with or whatever. We should do something together. I'm not sure what we'll do, but we should do something together. Yeah, okay. Let me see who I can send you to. Yes, yeah. Let's do something good. Let's collab. It's been a minute since we collab. It's been like, what, a good handful of time. Let's play a game where I can blow you up. Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah. You can, yeah, sure. Love that. I love being blown up. Yippee! Me when I get blown up with your mind. Awesome. Alright. I'm gonna wait you guys into somebody who is... What are they doing? My train of thought got sidetracked because I was gonna raid somebody. Kaboom! I sent you guys to... You know who I send you to? I send you to... Yeah, I'll send you guys to Rain, because she's drinking and playing trombone, and that's silly, and as I said, that seems like a fun little time. So I'll raid into her, and she's been only streaming for like an hour, so surely she won't end stream soon. I'm trying to send you guys someone that actually will be able to stream for a bit longer. Anyways, have a good evening, have a good weekend, have a good night. Thank you guys for hanging out. I'm so sorry for everyone from Eyes Raid. I thank you for being here for a little bit. I appreciate that. It's very nice of you. So sorry that I couldn't be here for longer. Such are the cards. It happens. Enjoy your night, enjoy your weekend, enjoy whatever you're doing, and if I don't see you again, that's fine. Have a good day, though. Alright. I see you guys to my ending screen, okay?